네, 벌써 4월 1일입니다. 오늘 해보고 싶은 것은 전체적으로 약 8시간이나 되는 긴 내용인데 이것을 짧게 잘라서 할 수 있는 데까지 해보는 것을 일단 목표로 하고 있습니다. 제목은 Spoken English Master Course입니다. 전부 8시간 분량이니까 하루에 하는 것은 무리일 것 같고 되는 데까지 어디까지 할 수 있는지 한번 보도록 하겠습니다.
Channel. This is not just an English course. This is a journey from silence to confidence, from fear to freedom. If you have ever felt English was difficult or not meant for you, you are in the right place. Let us begin. Slowly, honestly, and together. Let me sit with you for a moment, not like a teacher standing at a board, but like someone sitting beside you, calm and patient. Before we talk about rules, before we talk about grammar, before we talk about speaking fast or slow, I want you to hear one simple truth. English is not difficult. It never was. The problem was never your mind, your memory, or your ability. The real problem is that English was presented to you in a way that made it look scary, heavy, and unreachable. You were told to start with rules, exams, red marks, and fear. Anyone would feel weak in that situation. But that weakness is not real. It was created. And today, we gently remove it. Most people believe they are bad at English. They say, I am weak in English, or English is not for me. But think carefully. Is a hammer difficult, or is it difficult only when no one shows you how to hold it? English is the same. It is a tool for talking, understanding, connecting, and living. It is not a subject meant to punish you. It is not an exam meant to judge you. It is simply a way humans communicate with other humans. When English is treated like a living thing, it becomes light. When it is treated like a school subject, it becomes heavy. Today, we choose the lighter path. Let me tell you something important that no one usually tells beginners. You already know English. Maybe not in sentences, maybe not in full conversations, but English is already around you and inside you. You see English on your phone every day. You hear it in movies, songs, and videos. You read it on signs, buttons, and apps. Words like start, stop, open, close, log in, menu, okay, and cancel are already part of your life. This means English is not a stranger. It is a familiar guest that has been visiting you for years. You were just never invited to speak back. One big reason people feel afraid of English is grammar. Grammar was introduced like a monster. Long rules, strange names, and fear of being wrong. But here is the truth spoken. English hides quietly. People do not speak grammar. They speak meaning. Grammar is something that grows naturally when you hear and use English again and again. Children do not learn grammar rules before speaking. They speak first, and grammar slowly organizes itself inside their mind. Adults can do the same, but they were told the opposite. They were told to be perfect first. That advice created silence, not fluency. There is also a big difference between spoken English and textbook English. Textbook English is neat, clean, and slow. Spoken English
Spoken
is
English
alive.
alive.
It has
It
pauses.
has pause.
It has
It has
mistaken.
mistake.
It has
It has
repetition.
repetition.
Real people
Real
stop,
people stop,
think,
think,
correct themselves,
themselves,
and
and
continue.
continue.
They do not
They do
panic
not
when they
panic
forget a
when
word.
they forget a word.
They replace
They
it.
replace it.
They explain
They
it another
explain
way.
it another way.
Spoken English
Spoken
is
English
flexible.
is flexible.
Textbook English
Textbook
is
English
strict.
is strict.
In this course,
In this course,
we focus on spoken English,
spoken English,
the English
the
of real
English
life.
of real life.
The English
The
you can
English
use
you
even
can
when your
use even when your
vocabulary is small.
vocabulary is small.
Another fear
Another
that stops
fear
people
that stops
is the fear
people
of
is the
mistakes.
fear of mistake.
Let me be very
Let me
honest
be
with you.
very honest with you.
Mistakes are not the
Mistakes
enemy of
are
English. Silence is.
Silence is.
When you stay
When you
silent,
stay
nothing
silent,
grows.
nothing grows.
When you speak,
When you speak,
even with mistakes,
even when
your brain
your
learns.
brain learns.
Every mistake
Every
shows your
mistake
brain where
shows
to
your
adjust.
brain
If mistakes were dangerous,
dangerous.
no child would
No
ever
child.
learn to speak. But children
For
speak
children
badly,
speak badly,
clearly,
clearly,
loudly,
loudly,
and proudly.
and proudly.
That is why they
That
learn
is why
fast.
they learn fast.
Adults became
Adults
quiet
became quiet
because they were
because they
told
were
mistakes
told
are
mistakes
shameful.
shameful.
Today, we
Today,
remove that
we
shame.
remove this,
Fluency does not
Fluency
start
does
with
not start
perfection.
with perfection.
Fluency
Fluency
starts with comfort.
with a comfort.
Comfort with your voice.
With your voice.
Comfort with not
Comfort
knowing
with
everything.
not knowing everything.
Comfort with saying
with
simple sentences.
simple sentences.
Comfort with being
Comfort with
understood,
being understood,
not admired.
not admired.
When you feel comfortable,
When
you speak more.
You speak more.
When you speak
When you
more,
speak
your
more,
English
your
grows.
English grows.
This is a
This
natural
is a
process,
natural
not
process,
magic.
not magic.
You do not need
You do
talent
not
for it.
need talent
You
for
need
it.
patience
You
and
need
kindness
patience and
toward yourself.
kindness toward yourself.
I want you to imagine
to
English
imagine
not as
English
a wall you must
not
climb,
as a wall
but
you
as a
must
road you
but
walk
as a road
slowly.
you walk slowly.
Some days
Some
you
days
walk
you
fast.
walk fast.
Some days
Some days
you walk slowly.
slowly.
But you keep
When you
moving.
keep moving.
There is no
There
race
is
here.
no race here.
There is no
There is
comparison.
comparison.
Your English
Your
journey
English
belongs
journey
only to
belongs
you.
only to you.
The moment you
The
stop
moment you
fighting
stop
English
fighting
and start
English
walking
and
with it,
start walking
things
with it,
change.
things change.
From this point
From this
onward,
point onward,
you are not
you
here
are
to
not
study
here to
English
study
like a
English
subject.
like a subject.
You are here
You
to
are
live
here
with
to
it,
live with it,
to hear it,
to hear it,
to repeat
to
it,
repeat it,
to feel
to
it,
feel it,
to use
to
it in
use it
small,
in
real
small,
ways
real
every
way
day.
every day.
You are allowed to
You
be
are
a
allowed
beginner.
to be a beginner.
You are allowed to
You are
speak
allowed to
slowly.
speak slowly.
You are
You
allowed
are
to
allowed to
pause.
pause.
You are
You are
allowed to
allowed
grow
to grow
naturally.
naturally.
Take a deep
Take
breath.
a deep breath.
Relax your
Relax your
shoulders.
shoulders.
English is not
English
difficult.
is not difficult.
It is human.
It is human.
And you are
And
human
you are
too.
human too.
This journey
This
is not
journey
about
is not
becoming
about
perfect.
becoming perfect.
It is about
It is
becoming
about
comfortable.
becoming comfortable.
And that comfort
And that comfort
starts now.
Start now.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
How children learn to
How
speak.
children learn to speak.
Let's take a step
Let's
back
take
in time
step
for a
back
moment.
in time for
Think
a
about a
moment.
baby
Think
learning to
about
speak.
a baby learning
That
to
baby
speak.
has
That
no
baby
books,
has
no
books,
grammar rules, no
grammar
exams,
rules, no
and no
exams,
fear.
and no fear.
No one tells the
No one
baby,
tells the
you
baby,
made a
You
mistake,
made a mistake.
or
Or
that sentence is
that
wrong.
sentence is wrong.
And yet,
And then,
slowly, naturally, almost magically, that baby learns to speak. Not one language, but sometimes two or three. This is not because the baby is special or gifted. It is because the method is natural. The baby listens first for a long time. The baby hears sounds again and again. Then one day, without planning, the baby starts making sounds. Those sounds are not perfect. They are broken, unclear, and funny. But no one stops the baby. Everyone smiles. Everyone encourages. And because of that safety, language grows. Now let's look at adults. Adults are not weaker than children. In fact, adults are mentally stronger in many ways. Adults understand ideas faster. Adults can focus longer. Adults already know how the world works. So why does learning English feel harder for adults? The answer is simple. Adults forgot the natural method. Adults try to understand everything before they speak. They try to explain before they copy. They try to be correct before they are comfortable. This creates pressure, and pressure blocks learning. A child does not think, is this sentence correct? A child thinks, let me try. That one difference changes everything. Children always listen first. They listen to their parents, their family, the world around them. They listen even when they do not understand. Their brain is not trying to translate or analyze. Their brain is simply collecting sounds, patterns, and rhythm. That is how language enters the mind. Adults, on the other hand, often stop listening because they want to understand every word. When they do not understand, they feel frustrated and stop. But listening without full understanding is not a problem. It is the first step. Your brain is still learning, even when you feel confused. This is something you must trust. After listening comes imitation. Children copy sounds before words. They copy tone, emotion, and rhythm. They repeat the same word again and again. Not because they are forced, but because repetition feels safe and interesting. Adults often feel embarrassed repeating words. They think repetition is childish, but repetition is not childish. Repetition is how the brain builds strength. Every time you repeat a sound or a sentence, your brain becomes more familiar with it. Familiarity creates confidence. Confidence creates fluency. Another beautiful thing about children is that they speak without fear. They do not wait to be ready. They speak when their language is still broken. They mix words. They say things incorrectly. But every mistake is a step forward. A mistake means the brain is trying. Silence means the brain is stuck. Adults were taught to avoid mistakes, so they avoid speaking. This is why progress feels slow. But here is good news. Mistakes are not signs of failure. Mistakes are signs of progress. If you are making mistakes, it means you are moving. There is an important idea you must remember here. Imitation comes before explanation. Children do not ask for rules before speaking. They speak first, and later they understand why sentences work the way they do. Adults were taught the opposite. They were told to understand first, then speak. That method sounds logical, but it does not match how language actually grows. Language is a skill, not a theory. You learn it by doing, not by studying it deeply at the beginning. Now let me remove one more fear from your mind. Many adults believe children learn faster because their brains are better. That is not completely true. Children learn faster because they are not afraid. Adults can actually learn faster than children if they use the same method. Adults already understand the world. Adults already know how to express ideas. They just need the language tool. If adults listen more, copy more, repeat more, and judge themselves less, progress becomes surprisingly fast. Shame is another heavy block that adults carry. Shame about pronunciation, shame about accent, shame about sounding simple. Children feel no shame. They
They
speak
speak
proudly,
proudly,
even when they
even
sound
when they
wrong.
sound wrong.
You must
You
slowly
must
return to that
slowly return
mindset.
to that mindset.
Speaking simple
Speaking
English
simple
is not
English is not
weakness.
weakness.
Speaking broken
Speaking
English
broken
is not
English is not
failure.
failure.
It is the
It
bridge
is
to
the
strong
bridge to
English.
strong English.
Every fluent
Every
speaker you
fluent speaker
admire
you
once
admire
spoke
once
badly.
spoken badly.
They just did
They
not
just
stop.
did not stop.
In this
In
course,
this course,
you are not
you are
asked
not
to become a
asked to
child.
become a child.
You are
You
asked
are
to
asked
borrow the child's
borrow
method.
the child's method.
Listen
Listen
first.
first.
Copy
Copy
sounds.
sound.
Repeat without
Repeat
embarrassment.
without embarrassment.
Speak before you
Speak
fully
before you fully
understand.
understand.
Allow
Allow
mistakes.
mistakes.
Enjoy small
Enjoy small
progress.
progress.
When you do
When you
this,
do this,
English
English
stops feeling
stop
heavy.
feeling.
It becomes
It
playful.
becomes playful.
It becomes
It
human.
becomes human.
It becomes
It
possible.
becomes possible.
So if today your English feels slow, unclear, or broken, that is not a
that is
problem.
not a problem.
That is
That is a
proof
proof
that you are
you
learning the
are
right
learning
way.
the right way.
Be patient
Be
with
patient
yourself.
with yourself.
Trust the
Trust the
process.
progress.
You are not
You are
behind.
not behind.
You are exactly
You are
where a
exact
real learner
shall
should
a
be.
real learner
And
should
from
be.
here,
And
growth
from here,
will come
growth will
naturally,
come
just
naturally,
like it
just
did when you
like
learned your first
learned
language.
your first language.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
Sounds before
Sounds
words.
before words.
Let's slow everything
Let's
down
slow
again
everything
and
down
look at
again
something
and look
very
at something
important
very
that most
important
learners
that most
completely
learners
miss at the
completely
beginning.
miss at the beginning.
English
English
pronunciation problems
pronunciation
do
problems
not come
do
from
not
lack
come
of
from lack of
intelligence,
intelligence,
talent, or
talent,
effort.
or effort.
They come from
They come
one
from one
simple
simple
mistake.
mistake.
People try
People
to
do
read
not
English
read
before
English
they
before
truly
they
hear it.
truly hear it.
They try to
They
pronounce
try to
words by
pronounce
looking
words
at
by looking
spelling
at
instead of
spelling
listening
instead
to
of
sound.
listening to sound.
English
English
spelling is
spelling
not
is
honest.
not honest.
The same
The
letter
same
can
letter
sound
can
different
sound
in different words,
different words,
and different
and
letters
different
can make the
letters can
same
make the
sound.
same sound.
When learners depend
When
on
learners
spelling,
depend on spelling,
confusion
confusion
starts.
starts.
But when
But
learners
when
depend
learners
on
depend on
sound,
sound,
clarity
clarity
slowly
slowly
appears.
appears.
This is
This
why
is why
sounds
sounds
must come
must
before
come before
words.
words.
Think about
Think
music
about
for a
music for a
moment.
moment.
You do not
You
learn
do
a
not learn a
song by
song
reading
by
notes
reading notes
first.
first.
You hear the
You hear
melody.
the melody.
You feel the
You
rhythm.
hear the rhythm.
Only later,
Only
if you
later,
want,
if
you
you
learn the
want, you
technical
learn the
details.
technical detail.
Language works the
Language
same way.
works the same way.
English is not
English
just
is not
words.
just a word.
It is
It
sound,
is sound,
rhythm,
rhythm,
stress, and
stress,
movement.
and movement.
When you hear
When you
English
hear
like
English,
music, pronunciation becomes
pronunciation
easier.
becomes easier.
When you see English
When you
like
see
spelling,
English like spelling,
pronunciation becomes
pronunciation
stressful.
becomes stressful.
Today, we
Today,
choose the
we
easier
choose
path.
easier path.
Children never
Children
look at
never
spelling
look
when
at
they learn to
spelling.
speak. They watch
They watch
mouths.
mouth.
They listen to
They
voices.
listen to voice.
They feel
They
rhythm.
feel rhythm.
Their ears
Their
guide their
ears
tongue.
guide.
Adults often
Adults
forget
often
this.
forget this.
They look at a
They
word,
look at word,
guess the
guess
sound,
the sound,
and then feel
and then
embarrassed
feel
when it
embarrassed
sounds
when it
wrong.
sounds wrong.
But that
But that
embarrassment comes
embarrassment
from
comes
using the
from
wrong
using the
tool.
wrong tool.
Your eyes are
Your
not the
eyes
best
are
tool
not
for
best tool
pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Your ears
Your
are.
ears are.
Let's talk
Let's
about the
talk about
mouth
the
for a
mouth
moment.
for a moment.
English sounds
English
are
sounds
physical.
are physical.
They come from
They
lips,
come from
tongue,
lips,
teeth,
tongue,
and
teeth,
air.
and air.
When native speakers
Native
talk,
speakers
their
talk,
mouth
their
moves
mouths
in a
move
relaxed
in a
but clear
relaxed,
way.
clear way.
Some sounds are
Some sounds are
soft.
soft.
Some sounds are
Some
strong.
sounds are strong.
Some sounds are
Some sounds
long.
are long.
Some are short.
Some are short.
You do not
You do
need
not need the
scientific names for
scientific
these
name.
sounds. You just need awareness. Watching how English speakers move their mouth helps more than memorizing rules. Even without realizing it, your brain starts copying these movements when you listen carefully. Another important idea is stress. In English, not every word is equal. Some words are strong, some are weak. This is very different from many other languages. English has a natural up and down rhythm. Important words are stressed. Small helper words are lighter and faster. This rhythm is what makes English sound smooth. When learners pronounce every word strongly, English sounds robotic and tiring. When learners follow rhythm, English flows naturally. You do not need to force this. Your ear will learn it slowly through listening. Now let's gently talk about the American accent. You do not need to sound American to speak good English. Clear English is more important than perfect accent. But it is helpful to understand how American English sounds in real life. American English
American
is
English
relaxed.
is relaxed.
Sounds connect smoothly. Words often link together. Some sounds become softer in fast speech. This is not something to memorize. It is something to notice. The more you listen, the more familiar it feels. Accent is not built by effort. It is built by exposure. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is reading too much at the beginning. Reading is useful, but pronunciation grows faster through listening. When you listen again and again, your brain starts recognizing sound patterns automatically. Even if you do not understand everything, your pronunciation improves. This is why listening to simple English daily is powerful. Your brain is learning in the background. You may not feel progress immediately, but it is happening quietly. Repeating out loud is another key step. Many learners repeat silently in their head. That is safe, but it is not enough. Speaking out loud trains your mouth. Your mouth needs practice, just like a muscle. At first, your pronunciation may feel strange or uncomfortable. That is normal. It means your mouth is learning new movements. Do not judge those sounds. Just repeat. Softly, calmly, again and again. Repetition without fear is how pronunciation grows. Fear is the biggest enemy here. Fear of sounding wrong. Fear of being judged. Fear of hearing your own voice. Children have none of this fear. Adults carry a lot of it. But remember this, no one speaks perfectly at the beginning. Every fluent speaker once sounded unclear. They just continued. Pronunciation does not become perfect suddenly. It becomes better little by little. Progress is quiet, not dramatic. Another important thing to understand is that pronunciation does not improve by correcting every sound immediately. Too much correction creates tension. Tension blocks natural speech. It is better to listen more, repeat more, and let your brain adjust naturally. Over time, your pronunciation becomes clearer without forcing it. This is how native speakers learn accents in other languages too. They live with the sound. They do not fight it. You might be surprised to know that many native speakers are not aware of the rules of pronunciation. They just speak. This tells us something powerful. Pronunciation is not a subject to study deeply at the beginning. It is a skill to absorb. The more you hear English, the more your brain builds an internal sound map. That map guides your speech automatically. So from today, change one small habit. When you hear English, do not rush to understand every word. First, listen to the sound, the rhythm, the rise and fall. When you repeat, do not worry about spelling. Copy what you hear, not what you see. Speak out loud without fear. Even if it feels imperfect, it is working. By the end of
By
this
the end of
chapter,
this chapter,
you should feel
you should
lighter
feel
about
lighter
pronunciation.
about pronunciation.
You do not
You
need to
do not
fix
need to
everything
fix
now.
everything now.
You just
You
need to
just need
listen,
to listen,
notice,
notice,
and repeat.
and repeat.
Pronunciation is not a problem to solve.
solve.
It is a
It
skill
is
that grows
skill to
naturally
grow
with time
natural
and
time
exposure.
and exposure.
Trust your ears.
Trust your
Trust
ear.
your voice.
Trust your
Your
voice.
English sound will improve quietly and steadily as you keep moving forward. Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
Stop translating in your head.
Stop translating.
Let's talk about something that almost every English learner does, often without realizing it. You hear an English sentence, and inside your mind, you quickly change it into your own language. Then, when you want to speak, you first think in your language, translate it into English, and only then try to say it. This habit feels helpful at first, but in reality, it is the biggest reason fluency feels slow and painful. Translation creates a traffic jam in your mind. Ideas stop, words get stuck, confidence disappears. And the longer you depend on translation, the harder it becomes to speak naturally. Think about how fast thoughts move. They move quickly, emotionally, and often without words. But translation is slow. It needs 2 steps instead of 1. First language to English. While your brain is busy translating, the conversation moves forward. This is why you feel late, nervous, or confused when speaking English. You are not slow. You are just using a slow method. And the good news is that this method can be changed. When children learn a language, they never translate. A child hears the word apple and connects it directly to the fruit. There is no middle language. The word becomes the thing. Adults were taught to connect English words to translations instead of meaning. So when you hear apple, you might see a word from your own language first. That extra step creates distance. Fluency becomes possible only when English words connect directly to images, actions, and feelings, not to other words. Let's make this simple. When you hear the word run, do not translate it. Imagine someone running. Feel the movement. When you hear happy, do not search for a matching word in your language. Remember a feeling, a smile, a moment. This is how thinking in English begins, not with full sentences, but with pictures and emotions. Language is not born in dictionaries. It is born in experience. Translation also creates fear. When you translate, you start judging your English before speaking. You ask yourself, is this correct? Or, is this the right word? That fear blocks your voice. When you think directly in English, even with simple words, your brain stays relaxed. Relaxed brains speak more freely. This is why some people with small vocabulary speak more confidently than people with big vocabulary. Confidence comes from flow, not from knowledge. Stopping translation does not mean you suddenly forget your native language. It means you stop using it as a bridge every time. At the beginning, your English thoughts will be very small. 1 word, 2 words. That is normal. You do not need full sentences to start thinking in English. Even native speakers think in fragments. Late, hungry, need coffee. This is real thinking, not textbook thinking. Now let's
Now
introduce
let's
a
introduce
powerful
a
and simple
powerful and
idea.
simple idea,
English moments.
moment.
These are short
These
moments
are
during the
short
day
moments
when you
during the
decide
day
to
when
use
you
only
decide to
English
use
words
only
in your
English
mind.
word in your mind.
It could be 1
It
minute.
could be 1
It
minute,
could be
it
5
could be
minutes.
5 minutes.
While walking,
While
cooking,
walking,
or sitting
cooking, or
quietly,
sitting quietly,
describe what you
describe how
see
you
or
see
feel
or
using
feel
only
using
English.
only English.
Even if you know
Even if
only a
you
few
know only a
words,
few
use
words,
them.
use them.
Morning,
Morning,
cold,
cold,
walking,
walking,
phone.
phone.
Do not
Do not
translate.
translate.
Just name
Just a
things.
name thing.
This
Just
trains your
train
brain
your
to
brain
stay
to
in
stay
English
in
without
English
pressure.
without pressure.
At first, your
At first,
brain may
your brain
resist.
may resist.
It may pull you
It may
back into
pull
your
you
native
back into
language.
your native language.
That is normal.
That is normal.
Do not
Do
fight
not
it.
fight.
Gently return to
Gently
English.
return to English.
Like training a
Like
muscle,
training a muscle,
consistency matters
consistency
more than
matters
force.
more than force.
Over time,
Over
these
time,
English
these
moments
English
become
moments
easier.
become easier.
Your brain
Your
starts
brain starts
recognizing English as a thinking
as a
language,
thinking
not
language,
just a
not
study
just a
language.
study language.
Another
Another
important thing to
important thing to
understand
understand
is that understanding
understanding
English does
English
not
does
require
not require
translation.
translation.
When you watch a
When you
movie
watch a
scene
movie
and
scene and
understand what is
understand
happening without
what is happening
translating
without
every word, that
translating
is
every word,
proof.
that is proof.
Your brain
Your
already
brain
knows
already
how to
knows how to
understand
understand
directly.
directly.
You just
You
need to
just
trust
need
that
trust
ability.
that ability.
Trust
Trust
grows through
grow through
repetition and
repetition and
exposure,
exposure,
not through
not through
control.
control.
Many
No,
learners
no,
worry
no.
that if they
Worry
stop
that if they
translating,
stop
they will
translating, they will
understand less.
understand less.
In reality,
In
the
reality, the
opposite
opposite
happens.
happens.
Understanding becomes faster and deeper because your brain stops jumping between languages. English
English
starts to
starts to
feel more
feel more
natural,
natural,
more
more
immediate.
immediate.
Words
Words
arrive with
arrive
meaning
with
attached,
meaning
not
attached,
with
not with
confusion.
confusion.
Let me reassure
Let
you
me
of something
reassure
very
you
important.
about something
You
very
do not
important.
need
You
to
do not
stop
need to stop
translation
translation
completely in one
completely
day.
in one day.
This is a
This
gradual
is a
process.
gradual process.
Even
Even
advanced
though the best
speakers
speaker
translate
translates
sometimes.
sometimes.
The goal is
The
not
goal is not
perfection.
perfection.
The goal
The
is
goal
less
is less
translation and more
translation and a
direct
more direct
connection.
connection.
Every time you
Every
choose
time
to
you
think in
choose to think
English,
in English,
even for a few
even for a few
seconds,
seconds,
you are
you are
strengthening the
strengthening
right
the
habit.
right habits.
Your English
Your English
brain is not
brain is
weak.
not weak.
It has just
It
been
has just been
underused.
underused.
The moment
The
you
moment
stop
you stop
translating and start
translating and
trusting,
start
that
trusting,
brain wakes
that
up.
brain
It
wakes up.
starts
It
forming
starts forming
connections.
connections.
It starts
It starts
responding
responding
faster.
faster.
Fluency does not
Fluency does
appear
not appear
suddenly.
suddenly.
It grows
It grows
quietly,
quietly,
like a habit
like a habit
forming.
forming.
So from
So
today,
from today,
give yourself
give yourself
permission to think
permission to
simply.
think simply.
Use
Use
English
English
words
word
for real
for real
things.
things.
Feel
Feel
meaning
meaning
instead of
instead
searching
of
for
searching for
translations.
translation.
Create
Create a
small
small
English
English
moments.
moment.
Be
Be
patient.
patient.
You are
You
not
are not
losing your
losing your
language.
language.
You are
You are
gaining another
gaining
way to
another way to
think.
think.
And one
And
day,
one day,
you will
you
notice
will
something
notice something
surprising.
surprising.
English words
English
will appear in
word
your
will
mind
appear
without
in your
effort,
mind without
not
effort.
because you
Not
forced
because
them,
you're pushed,
but because you
but
allowed
because
them.
you allowed them.
That is the
That is
moment
the moment the
fluency
fluency
begins
begins
to
to feel
feel
real.
real. Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
The
The
power of
power
simple
of simple
sentences.
sentences.
One of the
One
biggest
of the biggest
misunderstandings about fluent English is this idea that fluent speakers use big words and long, complex sentences. That belief has scared more learners than any grammar rule ever could. Many people stay silent because they feel their English is too simple. But here is a quiet truth you may not have noticed yet. Real fluent speakers, especially in daily life, speak simply. They speak clearly. They speak in short, direct sentences. And because of that, they sound confident, natural, and relaxed. Think about real conversations. When people talk at home, at work, in shops, or on the street, they are not giving speeches. They are not trying to impress anyone. They are trying to communicate. They want to be
They want to
understood
be
quickly
understood
and easily.
quickly and easily.
That is why simple
That is why
sentences
simple
are
sentence
powerful.
is powerful.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can you help me?
Can you help me?
I'll call you later.
I will call you later.
These sentences are short, but they do a lot of work. They move conversations forward. They solve problems. They connect people. Fluency lives inside these small sentences, not inside long, perfect ones. Many learners wait. They wait until they can say everything perfectly. They build long sentences in their head. They check grammar. They change words. And while they are doing that, the moment passes. The conversation moves on. Confidence drops. But fluent speakers do not do this. They speak in small chunks. They say one clear idea at a time. If they need to add more, they add another sentence. They do not carry everything in one heavy line. In American daily English, simple sentence patterns appear again and again. I want, I need, I think, I feel, I'm going to, I don't like. These patterns are not childish. They are practical. They are flexible. You can use them in hundreds of situations. When you master simple patterns, you can speak more than someone who memorizes complex grammar but never uses it. Simplicity gives you freedom. Let's talk about clarity for a moment. Clarity is more important than correctness. If someone understands you, communication is successful. Even if your grammar is not perfect, clear English works. Native speakers make grammar mistakes too, especially when they speak fast or casually. They repeat themselves. They change sentences in the middle. That does not stop communication. What stops communication is silence and fear. When you choose clarity, you choose progress. Short sentences also help your brain. When you speak simply, your brain stays calm. Calm brains speak better. Long sentences create pressure. Pressure creates fear. Fear blocks words. This is why confidence grows faster when you allow yourself to speak in short lines. Each small sentence is a small success. Many small successes build strong confidence. Another beautiful thing about simple sentences is that they invite conversation. When you speak simply, the other person feels comfortable responding. Complex sentences can sometimes sound distant or formal. Simple English feels human. It feels open. It feels real. This is especially true in American culture, where direct and simple communication is valued in daily life. You may feel that simple sentences make you sound basic. But sounding basic is not a problem. Sounding silent is. Fluency is not about showing how much English you know. It is about using the English you have. When you use simple sentences again and again, they become automatic. Automatic speech is the foundation of fluency. Let me give you an important mindset shift. You do not need to say everything at once. You can say it step by step. For example, instead of building one long sentence in your head, you can say, I went out today. I was tired. I needed fresh air. 3 simple sentences. Clear meaning. No pressure. This is how fluent speakers actually talk. Speaking in small chunks also gives you time. Time to think. Time to breathe. Time to listen. Conversations are not races. They are exchanges. When you allow
When you allow
pauses between
pauses
simple
between simple
sentences, you
sentences,
sound
you sound
thoughtful, not weak.
not weak.
Silence is not
Silence
always a
is not
problem.
always problem.
Sometimes it is
Sometimes
part of
it is
natural
part of
speech.
natural speech.
Confidence grows
Confidence
when your
grows
mouth
when
and
your mouth
brain
and
trust each
brain
other.
trust each other.
Simple
Simple
sentences build
sentences
that
build
trust.
that trust.
Every time you
Every
speak
time you
clearly,
speak
your
clearly,
brain
your
says,
brain says,
I can do
I
this.
can do this.
That feeling is
That feeling is
powerful.
powerful.
It
It
encourages you to
encourages
speak
you
again
to speak again
and again.
and again.
Fluency
Fluency
grows through
grows
repetition of
through
success,
repetition,
not through
not
chasing
through chase
perfection.
perfection.
From today,
From
give
today,
yourself
give
permission to
yourself
be
from
simple. Use short
use
sentences.
and speak
Speak
clearly.
clearly. Do not
Do not
decorate your
decorate your
English too
English too
early.
early.
Decorations come later, naturally,
Naturally,
when your
when your
foundation is
foundation
strong.
is strong.
Right now,
Right
your
now,
job
your
is to
job is to
communicate,
communicate,
not to
not to
perform.
perform.
Remember this one
Remember this
sentence
one
and keep it
sentence and keep
close.
it close.
Fluent English
Fluent
is
English
simple
is a simple
English
English
used
used
confidently.
confidently.
When you accept
When
that
you
truth,
accept that
fear
truth,
becomes
fear
smaller,
becomes
your
smaller,
voice becomes
your voice
stronger,
becomes
and
stronger.
English starts to feel like a
English start,
tool you can actually use. And that is
and
real
there,
progress. Chapter 6. Speak even when you're not ready. Let's talk honestly now, the way people rarely do when it comes to learning English. Most learners are
most
not silent
are not
because they
silent
have
because
no
they have no
words.
word.
They are
They
silent
are silent
because they are
because they
waiting,
are waiting,
waiting to be
waiting
ready,
to be ready,
waiting to feel
waiting
confident,
to be
waiting to know
waiting
more
to know
grammar,
more grammar,
waiting for the
waiting
perfect
for the
moment when
perfect moment
English will
when
feel
English will
easy.
feel easy.
This waiting
This
feels
waiting
safe,
feels
but it
safe,
is the
but it
biggest
is
trap
biggest
in
trap
language
in
learning.
language learning.
The truth is
The
simple
truth
and
is simple
uncomfortable at
and
the same
uncomfortable
time.
at the same time.
You never feel
You never
ready
feel
before you
ready
speak.
before you speak.
You only feel
You only
ready
feel
after you
ready after
speak.
you speak.
Readiness is not the
Readiness is
starting
not the
point.
starting point.
It is the
It
result.
is the result.
Fear is very
Fear is
quiet,
very
but
quiet,
very
but very
powerful.
powerful.
It whispers
It
things like,
whispers,
what if I say
what
it
if I
wrong?
say?
What if they laugh?
What if they
What
laugh?
if I forget
What
the
if I
word?
forget the word?
These thoughts
These
do not
thoughts
mean
do
you
not
are
mean
weak.
you are
They
weak.
mean you
They
are
mean you
human.
are human.
Even people who
Even
speak
people,
English well feel nervous sometimes. Nervousness does not
does not
disappear with
disappear with the
skill.
skill.
It
It
disappears with
disappears with the
experience.
experience.
And
And
experience only
experience
comes
only
from
comes from
speaking.
speaking.
If you wait for
If you
fear
wait
to
for
go
fear
away
to go
first,
away
you
first,
may wait
you
forever.
may wait forever.
Many learners
Many
believe that
learners believe
fluent
that
speakers started speaking only after they were
after
good.
they were good.
That is not
That is
true.
not true.
Fluent speakers
Fluent
started
speakers
speaking when they were
speaking
bad.
and they
They
are bad.
spoke with
They
broken
spoke with
sentences.
broken sentences.
They paused a
They
lot.
paused.
They used
They
simple
used a
words.
simple word.
They made
They made
mistakes.
mistake.
But they kept going.
But they kept
Every
going.
time they
Every
spoke,
time they
their
spoke,
brain
their
learned
brain
something
learned
new.
something new.
Their mouth
Their
became
mouth
more
became
comfortable.
more comfortable.
Their fear
Their
became
fear became
smaller.
smaller.
Speaking
Speaking
early
early
did not
did not
destroy their
destroy
English.
their English.
It created
It
it.
created.
Think about
Think
real
about
life for a
real life
moment.
for a moment.
Imagine you are
Imagine you
ordering
are ordering
food,
food,
asking for help,
asking
or
for help,
talking to
or
someone
talking to someone
casually.
casually.
These
This
situations do
situation
not
do
wait
not
for
wait for
perfect
perfect
English.
English.
Life
Life
moves
move
forward.
forward.
In these
In this
moments,
moment,
simple English
simple English
works.
works.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I don't
I
understand.
don't understand.
Can you help me?
Can you help me?
1 minute,
1
please.
minute, please.
These are not
These are
perfect
not perfect
sentences,
sentences,
but they are
but they are
powerful.
powerful.
They do the
They do
job.
the job.
And every
And
time you
every
use
time
them,
you use
you
it,
grow
you
stronger.
grow stronger.
One reason
One
people
reason
hesitate
people
is
hesitate
because
is
they
because
imagine
they
worst-case
imagine worst-case
situations.
situation.
They imagine
They
embarrassment,
imagine embarrassment,
judgment, or
judgment,
failure.
or failure.
But most
But
real
most real
situations are much
situations are
kinder
much
than our
kinder
imagination.
than imagination.
People are usually
People are
patient.
using,
They listen.
they listen,
They help.
they help.
And even if
And
someone does
even
not
if someone does
understand
not
you,
understand
that
you,
is not a
that is not
disaster. It is just
It is
part of
just
communication.
of communication.
Misunderstandings happen even
Misunderstand
between
happen even
native
between-
speakers. They
They
smile,
smile,
repeat,
repeat,
explain differently, and move on.
and move on.
You can do the
You can
same.
do the same.
Let's normalize nervousness. Nervousness does not mean you should stop. It means you care.
You care.
It means
It
something
means
matters to
something
you.
matters to you.
Your hands may
Your
feel
hands may
warm.
feel warm.
Your heart may beat faster. Your voice
Your
may
voice
shake a
may
little.
shake a little.
That
That
is okay.
okay.
Speak anyway.
Speak anyway.
Courage is not the
Courage is not
absence
the
of
absence
fear.
of fear.
Courage is
Courage
speaking
is
while
speaking
fear is
while
present.
fear is speaking.
Each time you
Each
do
time
this,
you do this,
your nervous system
your nervous
learns
system
that
learns
speaking
that
English
speaking
is
English
not
is
dangerous.
not dangerous.
Slowly,
Slowly,
the fear loses
fear
its
loses
power.
its power.
Perfectionism is another heavy chain.
Heavy chain.
Perfectionism says, if it's not perfect, don't say it. But perfectionism kills progress. Language is not built through perfect moments. It is built through messy ones. When you allow yourself to speak imperfectly, you give your brain permission to practice. Practice is how skills grow. Silence does not improve pronunciation. Silence does not improve confidence. Silence keeps everything the same. There is something very important you need to understand deeply. Speaking creates readiness, not the other way around. When you speak, even with limited English, your brain starts organizing information faster. Your listening improves. Your memory improves. Your reaction speed improves. These things do not happen when you stay quiet. They happen when you participate. Start small. You do not need long conversations. One sentence is enough. One word is enough. A short response is enough. Say hello. Say thank you. Ask a simple question. Answer briefly. These small actions are not small in effect. They are the building blocks of fluency. Many small moments create big change. You might still think, but my English is too weak. Let me say this clearly. Your English will never become strong without being weak first. Weakness is not a stage to avoid. It is a stage to pass through. Every speaker passes through it. The only difference between fluent speakers and silent learners is not talent. It is action. Another important shift is how you see mistakes. Mistakes are not signs that you should stop. They are signs that you are learning. If you speak and make a mistake, your brain notices. It adjusts. Next time, it does better. This is how learning works. If you never speak, your brain has nothing to adjust. Growth stops. You may also feel that others speak better than you. That comparison is natural, but unnecessary. You are not competing. You are building your own skill. Everyone's journey is different. Focus on one thing only. Did I speak today? If the answer is yes, you are moving forward. From today, make a simple promise to yourself. I will speak even when I feel unsure. I will speak even when my sentences are short. I will speak even when my voice is not confident yet, because confidence does not come first. It follows action. One day, you will look back and realize something surprising. The moment you stopped waiting was the moment English started feeling real. Not perfect,
not perfect,
not
not
magical,
magical,
but usable.
but usable.
And that is all
And
you
that
need.
is all you need.
Speak now.
Speak now.
Readiness
Readiness
will meet
will
you
meet
on the
you
way.
on the way.
Chapter 7.
Chapter 7.
Listening is your
Listening
superpower.
is your superpower.
Many English
Many
learners
English
believe that
learners believe
speaking
that
is the most
speaking is the
important
most
skill.
important skill.
They focus
They
on
focus
words,
on
sentences, and grammar, and they feel frustrated when speaking does not improve quickly. But there is a secret that fluent speakers understand very well, even if they never say it out loud. Listening comes before speaking. Listening builds speaking. And listening, when done the right way, is your greatest superpower in learning English. Let's be honest for a moment. Most learners listen passively. They play an English video, a movie, or a conversation, and they hope something will magically enter their brain. When they don't understand much, they feel disappointed and stop. But smart listening is different. Smart listening does not mean understanding every word. It means training your brain to recognize patterns, rhythm, and meaning over time. This kind of listening works quietly but very powerfully. Think about how you understand your own language. You do not hear every word clearly. Sometimes there is noise. Sometimes people speak fast. Sometimes sentences are not complete. And yet you understand. Why? Because your brain recognizes patterns. It knows how sentences usually sound. It knows which words are important. This ability was built through years of listening, not through grammar study. English works the same way. Your brain needs exposure, not pressure. One of the most important things listening gives you is sentence memory. When you hear the same sentence structure again and again, your brain starts storing it automatically. You may not notice it, but one day the sentence comes out of your mouth naturally. That is not magic. That is memory built through listening. Repetition creates familiarity. Familiarity creates confidence. Confidence creates fluency. Many learners stop listening when they do not understand everything. This is a mistake. Understanding everything is not the goal. Understanding something is enough. Even understanding the situation, the emotion, or the general idea is progress. When you listen and catch only a few words, your brain is still working. It is connecting sound to meaning. This process continues even when you feel lost. Trust that process. Let's talk about listening for meaning, not for every word. When you listen to English, try to notice what is happening. Who is speaking? Are they happy, angry, tired, or calm? What is the topic? Is it about food, work, plans, or feelings? These clues help your brain understand without translation. This is how children listen. They do not stop and analyze. They feel first, understand later. Slow English is a powerful tool, especially for beginners. Slow English has natural pauses. It gives your brain time to catch sounds. It allows you to hear where sentences start and end. But slow does not mean unnatural. Real spoken English has rhythm. Some words are strong, some are soft, some are fast, some are slow. Listening to this rhythm trains your ear. Over time, fast English starts sounding slower because your brain knows what to expect. Another mistake learners
Another
make is
mistake
listening
learner make,
only once.
listening only once.
Listening once
Listening
is
once
rarely
is
enough.
rare.
Native speakers
Native
hear
speaker
patterns
hear
thousands of
thousands
times
of
over their
times
life.
over their life.
You need
You need
repetition
a
too.
repetition too.
Listening to the same
Listening to the
audio
same
again
audio
and again is
again
not
and
boring.
again, it is not
It is
boring.
training.
It is training.
Each time you
Each
listen,
time
you
listen,
notice something
you
new.
notice something new.
A word,
A word,
a pause,
a pause,
a connection.
a connection.
Even if you feel
Even if
nothing
you
is
feel
happening, your brain is building quietly. Daily listening is more important than long listening sessions. 10 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. Daily listening keeps English alive in your mind. It keeps sounds fresh. It keeps rhythm familiar. Even on days when you feel tired, listening still works. You do not need energy to listen. You just need consistency. Listening also removes fear. When you listen more, English stops sounding foreign. It starts sounding normal. Your brain becomes comfortable with the sound of English. And comfort is the foundation of confidence. When you are comfortable hearing English, speaking becomes less scary. Your mouth has heard the sounds before. It is not starting from zero. Another important thing to remember is that listening does not require response. That makes it safe. When you listen, no one is judging you. No one is waiting for your answer. This safety allows your brain to relax. Relaxed brains learn faster. This is why listening is such a powerful starting point, especially for beginners. You may think, but I want to speak. That desire is good. But speaking without listening is like trying to sing a song you have never heard. Listening gives you the map. Speaking follows naturally. Many learners try to speak first and feel stuck. Learners who listen a lot find that speaking starts happening almost by surprise. From today, change how you listen. Do not listen with stress. Do not listen with the goal of understanding everything. Listen with curiosity. Listen with patience. Listen again and again. Let English sounds enter your mind naturally. Even when you feel confused, even when you feel slow, listening is working. Trust this process. Listening is not passive when done correctly. It is active learning without pressure. It is the fastest way to grow because it works with your brain, not against it. If you build strong listening habits, speaking will come. Not forced, not rushed, but natural. Listening is not just a skill. It is your superpower. Use it daily and let English grow quietly inside you. Chapter 8. Daily English around you. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is believing that English lives only inside books, classrooms, or videos. They think English begins when they open a lesson and ends when they close it. But real English does not live there. Real English lives around you, quietly, every single day. It lives in your phone. It lives in your room. It lives in your routine. And when you start noticing it, English stops feeling like work and starts feeling like part of your life. Look around you right now. Wherever you are sitting, English is already present. Your phone screen shows English words. Your computer has English buttons. Your apps, settings, notifications, and menus are full of English. Words like
Word
message,
like
search,
message, search,
settings,
setting,
battery,
battery,
update, and
update, and
download
download
are not new to
are
you.
not new to
You already
you. Already
understand them without
understand without
translating every
translating
time.
every time.
This means
This
your
means
brain is
your
already
brain
capable
already
of living
capable
with
of
English.
living in
You
English.
just never
You
gave it
just
permission
never
to
give a
use
permission.
English
Use
actively.
and
Now think about
now think
objects
about
around
object
you:
you
a
around you.
table, a
Table,
chair,
chair,
a door,
door,
a window,
a
a
window,
light.
a light.
These are simple
These are
words,
simple
but
words,
they are
but they are
powerful.
powerful.
When you start
When
naming
you
what you
start
see in
naming you
English,
see English,
something
something
changes.
changes.
Your brain
Your
begins
brain
connecting
begins
English
connecting
directly
English
to the real
directly to the
world,
real world,
not to
not
textbooks.
the
You
textbook.
are no
You
longer
are no longer
studying
studying
English.
English.
You are
You
using
are
it.
using English.
Even if the
Even
words
if
are
the word
basic,
basic,
the habit is strong.
habit is strong.
Actions are even more
Actions are
powerful
even
than
more powerful
objects.
than object.
When you wake up,
When you
you can
wake up,
quietly
you can
say,
quietly say,
I wake
I
up.
wake up.
When you brush your
When you
teeth, you
brush
can
your teeth,
say,
you can
I
say,
am brushing
I
my
am brushing
teeth.
my teeth.
When you eat,
When you eat,
I am
I am
eating.
eating.
When you
When
walk,
you walk,
I am walking.
I am walking.
These
These
sentences do not need
sentences
to be
do not need to
perfect.
be perfect.
They need to be
They need
real. Action-based
action-based
English
English
sticks in your
stick in
mind
your
because
mind
it connects
because connect the
language to
language
movement
to
and
movement
experience.
experience.
This is how
This is
children
how
learn,
children learn,
and this is how
and this
adults
is
can
how adults
relearn
can
naturally.
learn.
Self-talk
Self-talk
is one of
is
the
one
most
of the most
underrated
underrated
tools in
tools
language
in
learning.
language learning.
Many learners
Many
feel
learn feel
strange talking
strange
to
talking
themselves,
to
but self-talk is safe, private, and powerful. You do not need
you do
long
not need a
speeches.
long speeches.
Short phrases
Short
are
phrases
enough.
are enough.
I feel
I
tired.
feel tired.
This is good.
This is good.
I need water.
I mean
These
water.
thoughts already exist in your mind. You are just changing the language.
You are just changing
When you
language.
do this
When you do
regularly,
this regularly,
English
English
becomes your
will
thinking
become your
partner,
thinking partner,
not just a foreign
not
language.
just foreign language.
Some learners
Some
believe they
learners
need
believe
long
they need
study
a long
sessions
study
to
session
improve.
to improve.
They wait for
They
one
wait
free
for one
hour,
free
a
hour,
quiet
a
room,
quiet
and full
room, and full
concentration.
concentration.
But life is
But life
busy,
is busy,
and those
and
perfect
those
moments
perfect
rarely
moments
come.
rarely come.
The truth is,
The
5
truth
to
is,
10
5
minutes
to
every
10
day
minutes
is
every
far
day is
more
far more
powerful than
powerful
long
than
sessions
long
once in a
sessions
while.
once in a while.
Daily
Daily
contact keeps
contact
English
keeps
alive
English
in your
alive.
brain.
Your brain.
It keeps
It
words
keeps the
fresh.
world
It
fresh.
keeps sounds familiar.
Keeps sound.
Short daily practice builds stronger habits than long, irregular study. English around you does not need planning. It fits
It
naturally
fits
into your
naturally into
routine.
your routine.
While making tea, you can name actions. While walking, you can describe what you see. While waiting, you can think in English. These moments are small, but they add up. Over time, English stops feeling heavy because you are no longer carrying it separately. It walks with you. Another important shift happens here. When English becomes part of daily life, fear reduces. You are not performing. You are not being tested. You are simply using language to describe reality. There is no pressure to impress. There is no audience. This safety helps your brain relax. Relaxed brains learn faster and remember better. You may worry that your English is too limited to do this. That worry is unnecessary. Even one word is enough to start. Cold,
Cold,
hot, late,
light,
busy. These small words are not weak. They are seeds. When you use them daily, more words naturally join them. Growth happens quietly, without force. Daily English also improves listening and speaking together. When you name things and actions, you become more aware when you hear them later. You notice words more clearly in videos, conversations, and songs. Your brain says, I know this. That feeling builds confidence. Confidence encourages more use. and the cycle continues. Another beautiful thing about daily English is that it removes the feeling of starting again and again. Many learners stop and restart English many times. They feel guilty. But when English is part of daily life, you never really stop. Even on busy days, a few English thoughts keep the connection alive. There is no break. There is no pressure to catch up. Let's be very clear about one thing. You do not need to change your life for English. English needs to fit into your life. When you force English into special study time only, it feels heavy. When you let English sit beside you during normal activities, it feels natural. Language grows best in natural environments, not artificial ones. From today, stop asking yourself, when will I study English? Start asking, where can English join me today? It could be while cooking, while cleaning, while walking, while resting. These moments belong to you, and English can live inside them without effort. Slowly, something important happens. English stops being a separate subject. It becomes a quiet companion. It listens with you. It speaks with you. It grows with you. And when that happens, fluency no longer feels like a distant goal. It feels like something that is already happening, one small moment at a time. Your life is already a classroom. You just need to open your eyes and invite English in. Chapter 9. Mistakes are your teachers. Let's talk about something that has quietly hurt more English learners than grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary ever could. Shame. Shame around mistakes. Shame around sounding wrong. Shame around not being perfect. This shame does not come from English itself. It comes from how mistakes were treated in the past. Today, we are going to change that relationship completely, because until mistakes become safe, fluency will always feel far away. Every confident English speaker you admire has made thousands of mistakes. Not a few. Not some. Thousands. They mispronounced words. They used the wrong tense. They chose the wrong word. They froze. They felt embarrassed. And then they spoke again. That is the part most people forget. Fluency is not built by avoiding mistakes. It is built by surviving them and continuing anyway. Mistakes are not proof that you are bad at English. They are proof that your brain is working. When you speak and something comes out wrong, your brain notices. It adjusts. It learns. This adjustment is learning. If you never speak, your brain has nothing to adjust. Silence feels safe, but it teaches nothing. Mistakes feel uncomfortable, but they teach everything. One reason mistakes feel so heavy is because learners try to fix them in the middle of speaking. They stop suddenly. They repeat words. They apologize. They lose their flow. This creates stress and breaks confidence. Here is an important shift you must learn. Do not correct yourself while you are speaking unless it is absolutely necessary for understanding. Finish your thought first. Let the sentence live. Communication is more important than perfection in the moment. Self-correction is useful, but timing matters. Correcting yourself
Correcting
after
yourself
speaking is
after
powerful.
speaking is
You
powerful.
finish your
You finish
sentence.
your sentence.
You pause.
You pause.
You think
You
calmly.
think calmly.
Then you adjust
Then you
next
adjust
time.
next time.
This keeps your
This
speech
keeps your
flowing
speech
and your
flowing,
confidence
your
intact.
confidence intact.
Fluent speakers
Fluent
do this
speakers
naturally.
do this naturally.
They do not
They do
panic
not panic
mid-sentence.
mid-sentence.
They keep moving
They
forward.
keep moving forward.
Think of mistakes
Think
like
of a
road
mistake
signs,
like road
not
sign,
roadblocks.
not roadblocks.
A sign
A
tells you
sign
where to
tells
adjust.
you where
A
to
block
adjust. A
stops
block
you.
stop you.
When you treat
When you
mistakes
treat
as signs,
mistake as a
you
sign,
stay in
you
motion.
stay in motion.
When you treat them as
When you
failures,
treat them as
you
failure,
stop.
you stop.
The
The
goal is
goal
not
is
to
not to
remove
remove
mistakes.
mistakes.
The goal is
The
to
goal
keep
is
going
to
while
keep
learning
going
from
while
them.
learning from them.
There is also
There is
something
also
deeply
something
emotional
deeply
here.
emotional here.
Many learners
Many
connect
learners
mistakes with
mistake
embarrassment because of school experiences, red marks, laughter, judgment.
judgment.
That memory
That
stays. But adult learning does not need punishment. It needs safety. When you feel safe, your brain opens. When you feel judged, your brain closes. This course is a safe space. Mistakes are welcome here. They mean you are alive in the language. Another important truth is this. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. They use the wrong word. They change sentences halfway. They repeat themselves. They forget names. Communication still works. Why? Because communication is about meaning, not perfection. When you accept this, pressure disappears. You might worry that people will judge your mistakes. Most people are not judging. They are listening for meaning. And even if someone does judge, that moment passes quickly. But the damage of staying silent lasts much longer. Your growth matters more than someone's opinion. Let's talk about bold speaking. Bold speaking does not mean loud or aggressive. It means willing. Willing to try. Willing to risk sounding imperfect. Willing to learn in public. Bold speakers are not fearless. They are simply more committed to growth than to comfort. A powerful habit to build is reflection without punishment. After speaking, you can quietly think, that sentence could be better. That is enough. No anger, no shame, just awareness. Awareness leads to improvement. Punishment leads to silence. Mistakes also show you where to focus. If you keep making the same mistake, that is not failure. That is direction. Your brain is telling you what needs attention. That is useful information. Use it gently. Let me say something very clearly now. You do not become confident first and then make fewer mistakes. You make mistakes first, and confidence grows through experience. Confidence is not the absence of error. It is the absence of fear around error. So the next time you make a mistake, pause for a moment and change the story in your mind. Do not say, I am bad at English. Say, I am learning. That sentence alone can change your journey. Speak boldly. Speak imperfectly. Speak again. Your mistakes are not your enemies. They are your teachers. And the more you learn from them, the closer fluency comes. Not suddenly, not magically, but naturally. One brave sentence at a time. Chapter 10. Build your first speaking habit. Up to this point, you have changed the way you see English. You have removed fear, stopped chasing perfection, and started trusting yourself. Now comes one of the most important steps in this journey. Not grammar, not
grammar, not
vocabulary,
vocabulary,
but habit.
but habits.
Because
Because
English does
English
not
does
grow
not
from
grow
motivation
from
alone.
motivation alone.
Motivation comes
Motivation
and
comes
goes.
and goes.
Some days you
Some
feel
days you
excited.
feel excited.
Some days you
Some
feel
days you
tired.
feel tired.
If English
If
depends
English
only on
depends only on
motivation,
motivation,
progress
progress
becomes
becomes
unstable.
unstable.
Habits are
Habits
different.
are different.
Habits work
Habits
even when
work
motivation
even,
is low.
um,
And that is
and
why
that is
habits
why
beat
habits beat
motivation every
motivation
single
every
time.
single time.
Many learners
Many
wait for
learners
the right
wait the
mood to
right
practice
mood to
speaking.
practice
They
speaking.
wait
They
until they
wait
feel
until they
confident,
feel confident,
energetic, or
energetic,
free.
or free.
But real
But real
progress
progress
comes from
comes
showing
from
up
showing up
even on
even
normal
on normal
days.
day.
You do not
You
need
do
a
not need
perfect
a perfect
environment.
environment.
You do not
You
need
do not
long
need a
hours.
long hours.
You need
You need
consistency.
consistency.
A small
A
daily
small
speaking
daily
habit
speaking
does
habit
more for
does more
fluency
for
than
fluency
long study
than
sessions
long
once in a
study.
while. This is how
This is
skills
how
are built
skills are
in real
built in
life.
real life.
Let's talk about
Let's talk
time
about time
honestly.
honestly.
You do not
You
need
do not
1
need
hour.
1 hour.
You do
You
not
do
need
not
30
need 30
minutes.
minutes.
You need
You
10
need 10
minutes.
minutes.
10 minutes
10
that
minutes
belong to
that belong to
English.
English.
10
10
minutes that
minutes
you
that
protect
you protect
daily.
daily.
This time
This
is
time
short
is
enough to
short
feel
enough to feel
easy
easy
and long enough
and
to
long
create
enough to create
change.
a change.
When something
When
feels
something feels
easy,
easy,
you are more
you are
likely
more
to
likely
repeat it.
to repeat it.
Repetition
Repetition
is the
is the
real
real
secret.
secret.
Your first
Your
speaking
first
habit
speaking
should be
habit
simple
should be
and
simple and
flexible.
flexible.
It should not
It
feel
should
like a
not
test.
feel like
It
a
should
test.
feel like a
It feel like a
routine,
routine.
like brushing your teeth. Something you do
Something
without
you
stress.
do without stress.
You can choose
You can
any
choose
time of
any
day,
time of day,
morning,
morning,
afternoon, or
afternoon,
night.
or night.
The
The
time does
time
not
does not
matter.
matter.
Consistency
Consistency
does.
does.
Now let's
So
talk
let's
about
talk
how to
about
speak
how to
during
speak
those 10
during those
minutes.
10 minutes.
One
One
powerful
powerful way
is
is
speaking
speaking
alone.
alone.
Many learners
Many
think
learners
speaking
think
alone
speaking
is
alone is
useless.
useless.
It is not.
It is not.
It is one of
It
the
is one of the
strongest tools you
strongest
have.
tools you have.
When you
When
speak
you speak
alone,
alone,
there is no
there's
pressure,
no pressure,
no
no
judgment,
judgment,
no
no
interruption.
interruption.
You can think
You
slowly.
can think
You can
slowly. You
repeat.
can repeat.
You can
You
pause.
can pause.
This safety
This
allows
safety
your brain
allows
to
your brain
relax
to
and your
relax
mouth
and
to
your
practice
mouth to
freely.
practice freely.
You can speak
You
to
can
yourself
speak to
about
yourself
simple
about
things.
simple things.
What you did
What you
today,
did today.
what you are
What
doing
you are
now,
doing now.
what you plan to
What
do
you
next.
plan to do next.
You do not
You
need
do not need
stories.
stories.
You do not
You
need
do not need
complex
complex
ideas.
ideas.
Simple
Simple
sentences are
sentence.
enough. I woke up early. I worked
I
today.
work today.
I feel
I feel
tired.
tired.
These sentences
These
may seem
sentences
small,
may
but
seem
they
small,
train
but
your
they
speaking
train your
muscle.
speaking muscle.
Another powerful
Another
habit
powerful
is
habit
recording
is
your voice.
recording your voice.
This can feel
This can feel
uncomfortable at first,
uncomfortable at
and that
first,
is
and
normal.
that is normal.
Many people do
Many
not
people
like
do
hearing
not
their
like
own
hearing
voice,
their own voice.
but recording
But
helps you in
recording-
two ways. First,
First,
it makes
it
speaking
makes
real.
speaking real.
Second,
Second,
it helps you
it
notice
helps you
progress.
notice progress.
When you listen to
When you
recordings
listen to
from weeks ago, you will hear improvement.
You will hear improvement.
That moment builds
That
confidence.
builds confidence.
You realize you are moving
realize you are
forward,
moving
even when
forward,
it feels
even when it
slow
feels
day to
slow
day.
day to day.
Mirrors are
Mirrors
another
are
useful
another
tool.
useful tool.
When you speak
When you
in front
speak
of a
in
mirror,
front of a
you
mirror,
become
you
aware of
become
your
aware
mouth
of your
movement
mouth
and
movement
facial
and facial
expressions.
expression.
This helps
This helps
pronunciation and clarity.
clarity.
It also
It
builds
also
confidence.
builds confidence.
You start getting
You start
comfortable
getting
with seeing
comfortable
yourself
with
speak
seeing yourself
English.
speak English.
That comfort
That
matters
comfort
more than you
matters
think.
more than you think.
Simple prompts
Simple
can
prompts
also guide
can
your
also
habit.
guide your habits.
You can ask
You
yourself
can ask
easy
yourself
questions.
easy question.
What did I eat today? How do I
How
feel
do I
right
feel
now?
right now?
What am I
What
thinking
am I
about?
thinking about?
Answer
Answer
slowly.
slowly.
There is no
There
rush.
is no rush.
The goal
The
is
goal
not
is not
speed.
speed.
The goal
The
is
goal
regular
is
use.
regular use.
One important
One
rule for your
important
habit is
for your
this:
habit.
do not judge
Do
your
not judge
performance.
your performance.
This habit
This
is not
habit
for
is not for
evaluation,
evaluation.
it is for
It is
growth.
for growth.
Some days your
Someday
English will feel
your answer
smooth,
will-
some days it will
someday
feel
it
slow.
feels slow.
Both are
Both are
normal.
normal.
The
The
habit
habits
works
work
because you
because
show
you
up,
show up.
not because
Not
every
because
session
every
feels
section
good.
feels good.
Consistency over
Consistency
intensity is the key
is
here.
the key here.
Speaking a little
Speaking
every
a little
day
every
trains
day
your brain
trains
to
your
stay
brain
connected
to
to
stay.
English. When English is
When
used
English
daily,
is used
it stops
daily,
feeling foreign.
feeling
It
foreign.
becomes
It
familiar.
becomes familiar.
Familiar things feel
Familiar
safe.
things that feel
Safe
safe.
things
Safe
are
things
easier
are
to
easier to
use.
use.
Another
Another
benefit of a
benefit
daily
of
habit
daily habits
is that it
is that
removes
it
pressure.
removes pressure.
You no
You
longer
no
feel that
longer
today
feel
must
that
be
it must
perfect.
be perfect.
You know there is
You know
tomorrow
there is
and the
tomorrow
next
and the
day.
next day.
This long-term
This
view
long-term
reduces
view
anxiety and builds calm confidence. There may be days when you
and
feel
maybe they
tired
feel
or
tired.
busy. On those
On
days,
those days,
reduce the
reduce
habit,
the habits.
but do not skip
Do
it
not skip
completely.
completely.
Even 2 minutes
Even 2
counts.
minutes count.
Even one
Even
sentence
one
counts.
sentence count.
The habit is
The habit
alive
is
as
alive
long as you
as
show
long
up.
as you show up.
Breaking the habit
Breaking the habits
completely is
completely
harder
is
to
harder to
restart than
restart
keeping it
than keeping
small.
it small.
Let's also
But
talk
also
about
talk about
commitment.
commitment.
This habit
This
is a
habit
promise to
is a promise to
yourself,
yourself,
not to anyone
not to
else.
anyone else.
You do
You
not
do not
need
need
to
to
tell
tell
people.
people.
You do not
You
need
do not need
approval.
approval.
This is your
This is
private
your
agreement.
private agreement.
And every day
And
you
every
keep
day
it,
you keep
your
your
self-trust
self-trust
grows.
low.
Self-trust is
Self-trust is
powerful.
powerful.
It
It
changes how you
changes
see
how you
yourself as
see
a
yourself
learner.
as a learner.
By now,
By now,
you should
you
feel
should
something
feel
different.
something different.
Not pressure,
Not
but
pressure,
structure.
but
Not fear,
not
but
fear,
direction.
but
You know what to do. You know how much
you know
time it
how much
takes.
time it takes.
You know that
You know
progress
that
does not
progress
depend
does
on
not
perfect
depend on
days.
perfect day.
This is your
This
first
is your
real
first
system,
real
a
system.
simple
A
speaking
simple
habit
speaking
that fits your
habit that
life.
fits your life.
10 minutes,
10 minutes,
every day,
every day,
calm,
calm,
honest,
honest.
human. If you protect this habit, English will
English
grow
will
naturally,
naturally.
not overnight,
Not overnight,
not
not
magically,
magically,
but steadily and surely.
surely.
And one day,
One day,
you will realize
you
something
will realize
important.
something important.
Speaking English is no
English
longer
is no
something you
longer
try
something
to
you
do.
try.
It is something
It
you
is
do.
something you do.
And that is the
And that is
moment
a moment
when confidence
when
becomes
confidence
real.
becomes real.
Chapter 11.
Chapter 11.
Thinking in
Thinking
English
in English
starts small.
small.
When people
When
hear the
people
idea
hear the
of
idea
thinking in
thinking
English,
English,
many feel
many
pressure
feel pressure
immediately.
immediately.
They imagine
They
full
imagine full
sentences running
sentences
perfectly
running
through their
perfectly through
mind,
their mind,
fast and
fast
smooth,
and
without
smooth,
any
without any
pause.
pause.
That image
That
alone
image
is
alone
enough to
is
make
enough to
English
make
feel
English feel
impossible again.
impossibly okay.
So let's
So
clear
let's
this up
clear this up
gently and
gently and
honestly,
honestly,
right from the
right
start.
from the start.
Thinking in
Thinking
English does
English
not
it does
begin
not
with
begin with
sentences.
sentences.
It does not
It
begin
does
with
not begin
grammar.
with grammar.
It does not
It does
begin with
not begin with
fluency.
fluency.
It begins
It begins
very
with
small, smaller than you think. And that is
and that
exactly
is
why
exactly
it works.
why it works.
Think about how
Think about
thoughts
how
really happen in
really
daily life.
daily life.
Most of the
Most
time,
of the
you are
time,
not thinking in long sentences. You feel something first:
something
hunger, tiredness, stress, happiness.
happiness.
You react,
You react.
you
You
notice.
know,
Only later do full sentences appear, if they appear at all. This is true in every language. So why should English be different? It should not
It
be.
should not be.
When you allow
When you
English
allow
to enter
English
your
to
thoughts
enter
the
your
same
thoughts the
natural
same
way,
natural way,
pressure
pressure
disappears and
disappears
progress
and progress
begins.
begins.
Let's start with
Let's
single
start with a
words.
single word.
One-word thoughts are powerful. When you wake
When
up
you
and
wake
feel
up and
tired,
feel tired,
instead of translating a full sentence in your head, simply think tired.
tired.
When you
When
realize
you
you are
realize
late,
you are
think late.
right.
When you feel
When you
good,
feel good,
think
think
happy.
happy.
These words are
These
not
words
weak.
are not
They
weak.
are
They
anchors.
are ang-
They connect
They
English
connect English
directly to real
directly to real
feelings.
feelings.
That direct
That
connection
direct
is the
connection is the
foundation of
foundation
thinking
of
in
thinking
English.
English.
Many learners
Many
believe that
learners
thinking
believe
in
that
English
thinking
is something
English is something
advanced
advanced
speakers
that
do.
speakers do.
This belief is false and harmful. Thinking in English is not a reward at the end of the journey. It is part of the
It is
journey
part
from the
of a journey
beginning.
from the beginning.
You do not
You
wait
do not
until your
wait until
English
your
is
English is
perfect.
perfect.
You
You
start
start
thinking in.
thinking
English,
It's,
while it
while
is
it is
still
still
simple,
simple,
imperfect,
imperfect,
and
and
growing.
growing.
That is how the
That
brain
is how the
adapts.
brain is
Your
adapted.
brain is
Your
very
brain is very
smart.
smart.
It
It
adjusts
does
to what you
just
give it
when you give it
regularly.
regular.
If you give it
If you
English
give it
words,
English word,
during real
during
moments,
real
it
moment,
starts
you
building
start building
pathways
pathway
automatically.
automatically.
You do not need
You
to
do not
force
need
it.
to pause.
You do not need to control it. You just need to invite English in gently. The brain does the rest quietly. Let's talk about
Let's talk about
reactions.
reaction.
Reactions are
Reaction
easier than
easier than
descriptions.
description.
Something drops.
Something drop.
You think,
You think
oh no. Something tastes good.
something tastes
You think
good. You think
nice.
nice.
Something
Something
surprises you.
surprising.
You think,
You think
wow.
wow.
These reactions are already natural in your own language. You are simply changing the label. That small change has a big effect. It trains your
It
brain
trains
to
your
respond
brain
in
respond
English
in
without
English
effort.
without effort.
Another important
Another
habit
important
is
habit,
silent English.
silence English.
You do not need to
You do
speak
not
out
need to
loud
speak
all the
out loud.
time to think in English. Silent thinking is powerful. While walking, waiting, or sitting quietly, notice what is
Notice what
happening
is
and
happening
name it in
and name
English.
it English.
Cold,
Cold,
noise,
noise,
busy,
busy,
quiet,
quiet.
no pressure.
네, 한 시간 반 정도 했는 것 같네요. 일단 정지를 하고 잠시 여러 가지 일들 좀 한 다음에 다음 두 번째 하도록 하겠습니다. 4월 1일에 두 번째 셋오이 제목은 Train your brain to make more money. Train your brain to make more money. 시작을 해봅시다. 한 52분 정도에 달하는 내용이네요.
To our channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're talking about something that can truly change your life. How to make more money. Not through shortcuts. Not through luck. But through powerful truths that most people are never told. If you've been stuck, struggling, or just tired of not having enough, this video is for you. You're broke. And maybe you're not just broke in your bank account. Maybe you're broke in your confidence. Broke in your energy. Broke in your belief that life can ever be different. And no one talks about this version of being broke. Because everyone is busy pretending. Let's be real. You're tired of watching other people win. You're tired of fake gurus selling you shortcuts. You're tired of working hard and still not having enough. But here's the truth nobody will tell you. No one is coming to save you. Not your job. Not your degree. Not your family. Not your government. Not your goddamn horoscope. If you don't decide to become rich, in mind, in skill, in focus, you will live and die in the same cycle of fear, salary, bills, and regret. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about building a life where you are free. Free from fear. Free from begging. Free from playing small. Because let's be honest, you don't want money just for the numbers. You want money because you want control over your life. This video isn't about get rich quick. This is about never being broke again. And don't just watch this video. Feel every word. Let it shake you. Let it offend you. Let it wake you up. Because you deserve to
because
live a
you deserve
powerful
to live
life.
a powerful life.
But that life is
A
waiting on the
life
other side of
other
brutal
side of
honesty and
brutal
uncomfortable
honesty and
truth.
uncomfortable truth.
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
Rule 1.
Rule 1.
Train your brain to make more
Train
money.
your brain to make
Your
more
brain
money.
is the
Your brain
headquarters
is
of your
the
money.
headquarters of
But
your
most
money.
people have
But
never
most
trained
people
it for
have never
wealth.
trained it for wealth.
Your brain is
Your
either
brain is
a
either
money
a
machine,
money machine,
solving problems,
solving
thinking
problem,
clearly,
thinking clearly,
and spotting
and
opportunities,
spotting
or
opportunity, or
a money
a
blocker,
money block.
full of
Full
fear,
of fear,
excuses, procrastination, and limiting
and
beliefs.
limiting belief.
The truth
The
is,
truth
you're
is,
not
you are
broke
not
because of
broke
your
because
wallet.
of your wallet.
You're broke
You are
because of
broke
your
because of
mindset.
your mindset.
And here's the
And
scary
here's
part.
the scare.
Your brain doesn't
Your
care
brain
if you're
does
rich
care
or
if you're
poor.
rich or poor.
It only
It
cares
only
about what
care
you
about
train it
what
to
you
believe,
train.
repeat, and chase.
Repeat and say.
If your brain is trained to survive, it will avoid
avoid
risks.
the risk.
If your brain is
Your
trained to
brain is trained
complain,
to
it will
complain,
find
it will find
problems.
the problem.
If your brain is
If
trained to
your brain is
consume,
trained
it will
to
stay
consume,
lazy.
it will stay lazy.
But if you train it to
But
focus,
if you train it
to build, solve, sell, and lead, then money starts coming to you. Not because it's
Not
magic,
because it's
but
magic,
because your
but
mind becomes a
your
magnet
mind
for
becomes
value.
a magnet for
Example,
example.
Liam had no
Liam
money,
had
no good
money,
family,
good
and no
family,
lucky
and
breaks.
no lucky break.
But he had one
But
thing.
he had one thing.
He was sick
He
of
was
feeling
sick
poor.
of feeling poor.
So every day,
So
before
every
doing
day,
anything else,
doing
he
anything
trained
else,
his mind.
trained his mind.
He read just
He
one
read
page
just
of a
one
smart
page of
book.
a smart book.
He said to
He
himself,
said to himself,
I will become valuable. He learned one new word in English. He practiced thinking, not just scrolling. He asked himself, what skill can I learn that the world will pay for? And slowly, his brain changed. He stopped comparing. He stopped waiting. He started building. And within 3 years, he was making money online just by using the knowledge in his head. Now he's not rich by luck. He's rich because he trained his mind like a weapon. While other people were busy scrolling, sleeping, or complaining, you can't make rich decisions with a poor thinking brain. If your mind is lazy, your money will disappear. If your brain is trained for comfort, it will reject growth. Most people are not broke. They're just mentally soft. How to start training your brain. Even if you're broke, write one money-making idea daily. Even if it's bad, train your brain to think in value, not gossip. Replace entertainment with education for 1 hour daily. YouTube can teach you more than school if you choose wisely. Use English daily, not just for learning, but for thinking. Write journal entries, talk to yourself, watch content. English is the language of opportunity. Say this every morning. I am becoming valuable. I am becoming unstoppable. I am training for wealth. Ask better questions. Not, why am I broke? But how can I provide more value to the world today? If you don't train your mind to make money, someone else will train it to spend money. And you'll be broke forever. Train your brain like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your job is not just to work. Your job is to think better, learn faster, and stay sharper. This is Rule 1, and it's the root of everything. If this rule doesn't change, nothing else will. Rule 2. Money follows value, not effort. This rule will offend a lot of people, especially the ones who've been working hard their whole life and still feel broke. But sometimes the truth has to hit you in the chest before it can save you. The world is not fair, but the economy is brutally honest. And it doesn't care how hard you work. It only cares how valuable you are. You can wake up at 4 a.m., sweat for 10 hours, carry bricks, clean toilets, break your back, and still not make enough to breathe freely. While someone else sits at a desk for 3 hours, makes one decision, writes one line of code, closes one deal, and earns in a day what you make in 6 months. That's not because life is unfair. It's because of this rule. Money doesn't care about effort. It chases value. And value
And the value
means
means
you
you
solve a
solve
real
a real
problem.
problem.
You do it
You
in a
do it
unique,
in a
rare, or
unique,
skillful
rare,
way.
or skillful way.
You do it for the
You do
right
it for the
people.
right people.
You do
You
it
do
better
it
than
better
others.
than others.
And most
And most
importantly,
importantly,
people
people
need what you do badly enough to pay for it.
to pay for it.
There are
There
people
are
who work
people who
hard,
work hard,
and there are
there are
people who
people
work
who
in a
work
way
in
the
a way
world
the world
rewards.
reward.
A man in a village carrying 50
50
bricks on his head equals effort, but nobody values it because machines can now do it faster. Another person builds a website where thousands of people book services equals value. They did less physical effort, but their idea solves a real problem at scale. Let's say someone makes beautiful paper art. She's been doing it for years. Her hands bleed. She spends hours crafting every piece, but she earns $3 per product. She's tired. She's invisible. She's struggling. Then someone else creates a template on Canva, puts it online, and sells it 1,000 times a day. They never meet a single customer, but their income grows while they sleep. Why? Because one person is chasing perfection. The other is chasing scalable value. Working hard without being valuable is like shouting in a language no one understands. You're screaming, but the world can't hear you. If you want more money, ask yourself this question every single day. How can I become more valuable to more people, starting today? And not in theory, in skill, in clarity, in service, in problem solving. You become valuable when you know something people need. You can do something people can't do themselves. You can explain it, sell it, deliver it consistently. You help others save time, energy, emotion, or money. You don't just do, you deliver results. And here's the golden rule of high earners. The faster and better you can solve important problems, the more you will be paid. 3 types of effort that don't create money. Watch out. 1. Blind repetition. Doing the same thing every day that anyone else can do. Example. Typing simple data entry for 8 hours equals no real value created. That job is easy to replace. Invisible effort. Working hard in private without showing the world. Example. Studying alone for 6 years without publishing, applying, or producing something. You're preparing forever, but earning nothing. Misplaced effort. Helping people who don't pay or working where value is not recognized. Example. Building an amazing skill, but offering it in a place where no one sees it, understands it, or respects it. Old you, effort mindset. New you, value mindset. I work 12 hours a day. I create solutions people pay for. I want to raise. I'm going to become too valuable to ignore. Nobody notices me. I'll make myself impossible to miss. Hard work pays off. Smart value creation gets paid instantly. If you want to stop struggling with money, stop asking how to work harder and start asking how to become more valuable. Because in the real world, money doesn't chase sweat. It chases solutions. And the people who understand that never stay broke for long. Rule 3. Learn skills that make money. Start like this. The income you want is hidden inside a skill you haven't mastered yet. This rule is not optional because skills are the new money. If you don't have them, you'll be stuck. If you grow them, you'll be free. Let's face it. Most people say, I want to make more money. But they never stop to ask, what skill am I learning that actually creates income? Because school never taught them this. Because culture says, just work hard. Because nobody ever sat them down and said, money is a reward for solving problems. Skills are your tools. Without them, you're powerless. These are skills that solve real-world problems. and people
and
pay
people
to have them
pay
solved.
to them solve
Communication,
communication,
speaking, copywriting,
copywriting,
sales.
sales,
Design,
design,
graphic, brand,
graphic, brand,
UX.
UX,
Coding,
coding,
web, app,
web and
software.
software,
Marketing,
marketing,
SEO,
SEO,
email
email,
content,
content
ads.
ad,
Video
video
editing,
editing,
content
content
creation.
creation,
English fluency.
Fluency,
Teaching online coaching. Strategic thinking, consulting. Leadership, delegation, systems building. If you don't
If you don't
upgrade your
upgrade
skill
your skill
set,
set,
your
your
dream
dream
life will
will.
stay a dream. If you
If you
don't
don't
sharpen your
sharpen your
tools,
tool,
you'll
you'll
keep swinging
keep
at the
swinging at the
tree
tree
and getting
and
tired
getting
without
tired
results.
without result.
A man
A
with a
man with a
sharp
sharp
axe can
axe
do
can
more
do
in 10
more
minutes
in
than a
10 minutes
man with a
than a man
blunt
with a.
stick in 3 hours. People
People
say,
say,
I'm not
I'm not
paid
paying enough.
enough. The
The
truth?
truth,
You're
you're
not
not
paid
paid
based on your
based on
effort.
your effort.
You're
You're
paid
paid
based on the
based on
market
the
value
market
of your
value of
skill.
your skill.
If you're
If
doing
you're
something
doing
that a
something
million
that
other people can do,
you
you're
are
replaceable.
replaceable.
If you're
If you're
doing
doing
something
something
rare,
rare,
in
in
demand,
demand,
and
and
powerful,
you
you're
are
paid
paid
well.
well.
There was a
There
young
was a
man who
young man
worked as
who
a
worked
waiter.
as a waiter.
He
He
smiled a
smiled
lot,
a lot,
worked
worked
hard,
hard,
stayed late. But he
But he
realized
realized
this
this
job
job
had a
had a
ceiling.
ceiling.
So for
So
6
for
months,
6 months,
every night
every
after
night
work,
after work,
he
he
studied digital
started
marketing
digital
on his
marketing
cracked
on his
phone.
crack phone.
No fancy
No fancy
course,
course,
just
just
free
free
YouTube and
YouTube and
blogs.
blog.
He practiced ads, copy,
Copy,
sales
sales
pages.
page.
Then
Then
one
one
day,
day,
he
he
offered to
offered
run
to
ads
run
for a
an ad
local
for a
gym
local gym
for
for
free.
free.
They got
They got
22 new
22
clients in
new
a week.
clients in a week.
He started charging $300 per month, then
Then
$1,000 a
1,000
month,
months.
then
Then
built an
built an
agency.
agency.
Today,
Today
he
he
earns
earns
$18,000 per month
$18,000
from a
per
laptop.
laptop.
Same
Same
brain,
brain,
different
different
skill,
skill,
different life. If you
If
don't
you
learn
don't
new
learn new
skills,
skill,
you'll keep
you'll
begging
keep
for
begging for
opportunities.
opportunity.
But if you
But
master
if you
high
master
value
high value
skills,
skill,
you'll have people
you'll have
begging to
people
work with
begging to
you.
work with you.
How to use
How to
this
use
rule,
this rule,
even if
even
you're a
if you are a
beginner.
beginner.
Pick
Pick
one high
one
income
high-income
skill,
skill,
not 10.
not 10.
Focus is freedom. Practice
Practice
daily,
daily,
even
even
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
Don't wait
Don't
for
wait for
perfection.
perfection.
Offer it for
Offer it
free
for
at
free
first.
at first.
Prove your
Prove
value.
your value.
Collect
Collect
testimonials.
testimonials.
Build
Build
trust.
trust.
Raise your
Raise
price as your skill
price as
grows.
your skill grows.
Build a portfolio.
Build a portfolio.
Even 3
Even
simple
three
examples
simple
can get you
examples can
paid.
get you paid.
Use
Use
English daily to double your reach. Money is not mysterious. It flows to those who solve problems. And you solve problems better when you have rare, useful modern skills. Learn a new skill. Practice it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Rule 4. Money grows where attention goes. Nobody pays you. You could be the most talented person in the world. You could be skilled, disciplined, consistent. But if no one sees you, hears you, trusts you, or remembers you, you stay broke. And this is the silent tragedy of millions of people. They're good at what they do, but they're invisible in the marketplace. And the marketplace doesn't reward invisible excellence. It rewards visible value. Think about two restaurants. One is deep in a side street, incredible food, amazing service. But no board, no Instagram, no delivery apps. It stays empty. The other is average, but it's on the main road. Big signs, beautiful photos, ads on social media. It's full every day. What's the difference? One focused on being perfect, the other focused on being visible. The second one understood this rule. If you want to attract money, you need attention first. In today's world, attention is not optional. It's a form of capital. If you can get people's attention and use it wisely, you'll never struggle with money again. Because attention brings opportunities, trust, clients. Visibility equals credibility equals profitability. So, how do you get attention? You don't have to be loud. You don't have to dance. You just have to consistently show up where people are already looking. That means create content around your skill. Share your progress publicly. Offer value
Offer
for
value
free,
for free,
especially at the start.
especially at the
Use
start.
platforms
Use
like
platform like
Instagram,
Instagram, YouTube,
LinkedIn, Twitter.
Twitter.
Answer
Answer
questions,
question,
make
make a
tutorials,
tutorial,
post
post the
ideas,
idea,
show your face, or at least your
or at
voice.
least your voice.
Because someone is
Because
searching
someone
right
is
now for
searching right
exactly
now
what you
for
offer,
what you offer,
but they can't
but
find
they
you
can't find it
because you're
because
hiding.
you're hiding.
You
You
don't need
don't
to be
need
the
to be
best.
the best.
You
You
need to be
need to
seen.
be seen.
You need to be
You need
trusted.
to be
You need to
trusted.
be
You
chosen.
need to be chosen.
And that will
And
never
that will
happen
never happen.
if you're
If
still
you're
telling
still telling
yourself,
yourself,
I'm not ready, or I don't want to post, or I'm not comfortable with people watching me. You don't have
You
to be
don't have to
viral.
be
You just
viral.
have to be
You
visible
just
to
have
the
to be
right
visible
people.
to the right people.
Invisibility
And
is the enemy of
visibility is
income.
the enemy of
Attention
income.
is the
Attention is
oxygen
the
of modern
oxygen
money.
of modern money.
Don't just be
Don't
good.
just be good.
Be seen.
Be seen.
Don't just work
Don't
hard.
just work hard.
Be discoverable.
Be discovered.
Because your next big
Because
client,
your next big
your
client,
next
your
opportunity,
next opportunity,
your next
your next
jump in
jump.
income. Only if you show up. Rule 5.
Rule 5.
No one's
No
coming
one
to
coming
save you.
to save you.
Most people stay
Most
broke,
people stay broke.
not because they
Not
don't have
because
potential,
they don't have potential,
but because they're
but
secretly
because
waiting
there's
for someone else to change their
someone else
life,
change to
waiting for a
waiting for
promotion,
promotion,
waiting for the economy to improve, waiting for motivation, waiting for a rich partner, waiting for luck, waiting for some magic moment to begin. But the truth is brutal. Nothing changes until you do. The reason you're still stuck financially might not be your job, your parents, your past, or your city. It might be because you're still waiting to be rescued. You're waiting for someone to push you, to believe in you, to give you the chance. But here's the real truth. No one is coming. Not your manager, not your crush, not your government, not your God. I've seen this happen again and again. A boy keeps saying he wants to start a business. He watches every video. He dreams of passive income. But he keeps saying, I'll start after I get some money, after someone helps me, after I feel ready. 3 years pass. Nothing changes. Because he never took full responsibility. Think about the gym. Every January, people flood in, full of motivation. By February, 80% vanish. Why? Because they were relying on motivation, not ownership. They wanted the gym to fix them. They didn't want to own their outcome. Same with money. People want a shortcut, a savior, a secret. What they really need is to say, it's all on me now. No excuses, no waiting, no blaming. The moment you say, I don't care who didn't support me. I don't care what resources I don't have. I don't care if I'm not talented yet. I will find a way. That moment is the birth of financial freedom because you stop looking outside and you start creating inside. That's when your brain starts working differently. Your standards rise, your energy changes, and you stop tolerating poverty like it's a normal way of life. Responsibility is power. The more you blame, the weaker you get. The more you own, the freer you become. Even if something isn't your fault, it's still your responsibility to fix it. Because no one will do it for you. Your financial life will begin to transform the day you stop saying, why me? And start saying, try me. Stop waiting for luck. Stop hoping someone will come hold your hand. Your power is not in waiting. It's in deciding. Rule 6. Pay the price. You're not broke because you're unlucky. You're broke because you're not paying the full price required to escape poverty. Start with this truth. Every level of life has a cost, not in dollars, but in sacrifice, in time, in pain, in focus, in discomfort. And the cost of financial freedom is higher than most people are willing to pay. That's why they stay poor. Not because they're dumb, not because they're weak,
they are weak.
not even
Not
because they
even
lack
because they lack
opportunity,
opportunity,
but because they
but
keep
because they
avoiding the
keep
real cost
avoiding
of
the real
change.
cost of change.
They want
They want
a better
a
life,
better
but
life,
without leaving their
but
comfort
with
zone. More
more
income,
income,
but without
but
learning
without learning
anything
anything
new.
new.
A
A
business,
business,
but without
but
giving up
without giving up
weekends.
weekend.
Confidence, but
Confidence,
without
but
facing
without
failure.
facing failure.
Respect,
Respect,
but without
but
doing the
without
hard
doing
work
the hard work
consistently.
consistent.
They want the
They want the
rewards,
reward,
but not the price
the
tag.
price tag.
But the truth is
But
this:
truth is,
every successful person you've ever admired has paid a price that would break
paid a
most people.
price that would break.
They've walked
They
through
will walk through
years of
years
obscurity,
of
sleepless nights,
sleepless
loneliness,
loneliness,
embarrassment,
embarrassment,
sacrifice, humiliation,
humiliation,
deep uncertainty. They paid the price in full, in advance, and in pain. And that's why they're free
They
today.
are free today.
There's a man.
There's a man.
He was a school dropout in a small city. He had no money, no connections, no plan B. But he made one decision. I will become a highly paid expert, no matter what it costs me. So for 18 months straight, he locked himself in a cheap rented room. No friends, no parties, no Netflix, no celebrations. He studied copywriting 10 hours a day. He practiced by writing fake ads and breaking down real ones. He rewrote best-selling product pages by hand 50 times each. He stopped eating out, stopped buying clothes. He used all his saved money to buy books and courses. He applied to 50 jobs and was rejected from 47. But he kept going. Every rejection made him better. Every hour alone made him sharper. By month 19, he was making $2,000 per month. By month 27, he crossed $10,000 per month. By year 3, he became one of the highest paid conversion copywriters in his country. All from a dirty room, with nothing but a broken laptop and a decision to pay the price. He didn't wait for motivation. He didn't chase balance. He didn't care what his relatives said. He just looked life in the face and said, I will suffer now so I don't suffer forever. Now look around. People scroll all day saying, I wish I had what he has. I wish I had that success. But they forget. He was paying the price when no one was clapping. He was bleeding in silence. While others were relaxing, he was sacrificing. And that's the rule of money. You don't get to be rich without paying. You only get to choose. Pay in advance with sacrifice, or pay forever with struggle. Let me explain this in the simplest way. Imagine you want to climb a tall mountain. At the top is the life you want, the view, the peace, the reward. But the climb is hard, it's steep, it hurts, it's cold. You feel alone. That's the price. Most people quit halfway up because the pain is too much. So they go back down and pretend they didn't really want the top anyway. But the few who keep climbing, they don't complain about the pain. They understand. The view from the top is only for those who are willing to bleed to get there. If you're still trying to get a discount on success, if you're still asking for shortcuts, if you're still waiting for balance, you're not ready to be rich. You must pay the full price, in full, in advance, without complaining. That's the difference between dreamers and doers. And that's why some people stay stuck forever, while others climb out of hell and build a life they never need to escape from. Rule 7. Never enough. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they settle too early. They get one job and stop learning. They reach one goal and stop growing. They get some money and start spending instead of compounding. They beat one enemy, then fall asleep, and wake up 3 years later wondering where their edge went. They confuse a checkpoint with the finish line, And that's
And
where the
that's where
fall
the fall
begins.
begins.
There was a
There was a
man who
man who
started
started
freelancing in
freelancing in
design.
design.
For
For
2
2
years,
years,
he
he
hustled,
hustled,
improved
improved daily,
daily, practiced every
practiced every
night,
night,
took on
took one
low-paying
low-paying
jobs just to
job
build
just to build
skill
the
and
skill
trust.
and the trust.
Then one
Then
day,
one day,
it
it
clicked.
clicked.
He got 3
He got
international
3
clients.
international
He made
clients. He made
$5,000 a
5
month.
months.
His
His
friends
friend
called him
called him
rich.
rich.
He called
He called
himself
himself
successful.
successful.
So
So
he
he
stopped
stopped
learning.
learning.
He
He
stopped
stopped
improving his
improving his
skills.
skill.
He
He
rejected
rejected
small
small jobs.
jobs. He slept in,
Slept in.
started
Started
scrolling more,
scrolling more.
got a bit
Got a
lazy
bit
with
lazy
deadlines,
with the
didn't
deadline.
upgrade his
Didn't upgrade
systems.
his system.
At first, nothing seemed wrong. But
But
within
within
months,
months,
his
his
best
best
client
client
left him.
left him.
His
His
portfolio
portfolio
started to
started to
feel
feel old.
old. His
His
competitors
competitor
overtook him.
overtook him.
By the
By
time
the
he
time he
realized what
realized what happened,
his
his
income
income
dropped
dropped
back to
back to
$1,000 per
1,000
month. But
But
this
this
time,
time, it
it was
was
harder to
harder
come
to come
back
back
because
because
he had
he had
lost his
lost his
hunger,
hunger.
not
Not
because of
because of
failure,
failure, but
but because
because
of
of
temporary
temporary
success.
success.
Growth
Growth
dies the
dies
moment
the
you think
moment
you
you
no
think
longer
you
need
no
to
longer need
grow.
to grow.
If
If
you
you think
think,
I've
I've learned
learned enough,
enough,
you'll
you'll be
be
destroyed by
destroyed by
someone who's
someone
still learning.
who's still learning.
If you
If you
think,
think
I'm
I'm
good
good
at
at
what I
what I
do,
do,
you'll be
you'll be
replaced by
replaced
someone
by
getting
someone
better.
getting better.
If you
If you
think,
think
I'm
I'm
earning
earning
enough
enough
now,
you'll
you'll spend
spend
more
more
than you
than you
grow
grow
and
and
fall
fall
back
back
into
into
survival mode.
survival mode.
Imagine you're
Imagine
in a
you're in a
boat
boat,
paddling across a
paddling
river.
across river.
You paddle
You
hard
paddle
for
hard
hours.
for hours.
You
You
finally reach the
reach the
middle.
middle.
You
You
smile,
smile,
rest your
rest your
arms,
arms,
and
and
stop
stop
paddling.
paddling.
But the river
But the
doesn't
river
stop
doesn't
flowing.
stop flowing.
It
It
slowly
slowly
pushes your boat
pushes your
backward,
boat backward,
back to where you
back to where you
started.
started.
Not because you
Not
weren't
because
strong
you
enough,
weren't,
but
but
because you
because you
stopped
stopped
moving.
moving.
That's what
That's
happens to
what
your
happened to your
skills,
skill,
your
your
mindset,
mindset,
your
your
discipline, your
discipline, your
business,
business,
your
your
body,
body,
your
your
money.
money.
If you stop
If you
growing,
stop growing,
you
you
don't
don't
just
just pause,
pause.
you
You start
start
sinking.
sinking.
Success is
Success is
not a
not a
destination.
destination.
It's a
It's a
mindset,
mindset,
a
a
lifestyle, a
lifestyle,
daily
a
battle.
daily battle.
You don't just
You
become
don't just
rich.
become
You
rich.
stay
You stay
hungry,
hungry.
stay
You
sharp,
stay sharp.
stay
Stay
humble.
humble.
The moment you
The
say,
moment you
I've done
say, I've
enough,
done enough,
you've already
you've
started
already
dying.
started dying.
Because money
The
doesn't
money
chase
doesn't
those who
chase
want
those who
comfort.
want comfort.
It chases
It
those who
chases
wake up
those who
every
wake
single
every
day
single day
asking,
asking,
how
how
can I
can I
improve
improve
today?
today? Even
Even just by
by
1%.
1%.
That
That
hunger,
hunger,
that
that
refusal to
refusal to
settle,
settle,
that
the
obsession
obsession
with
with the
growth,
growth.
that's what
That's
keeps
what
winners
keeps the winner
winning
winning.
and
And
everyone else
everyone
watching.
else watching.
Rule 8.
Rule 8.
Create a
Create a
problem.
problem.
Solve
Solve a
a
problem.
problem. You don't
You
need to
don't
wait
need
for
to
someone
wait
to
for
hire
someone to
you.
hire you.
You can make money
You
by
can make
creating a
money by
problem
creating
people didn't know they
people
had
didn't know
and solving
and
it better
solving
than
it better
anyone
than
else.
anyone else.
The world
The
doesn't
world
just pay you
doesn't.
for working hard. It pays you
It
for
pays
creating
you
something
creating
people didn't
something
know they
people didn't
needed until you showed
until you
them.
showed it.
That's how wealth is born. Most people are
Most
waiting to
people
be
are waiting
hired,
behind,
waiting to be
waiting
picked,
to be.
waiting for someone else to tell them, here's a job, here's a task, here's your salary. But what if
But
you
what if
stopped
you
waiting?
stopped waiting?
What if
What
you
if you
invented your own
your
opportunity?
own opportunity?
That's what
That's
smart
what smart
entrepreneurs do.
do.
They
They
don't
don't
wait for
wait
the
for the
market.
market.
They
They
create the
create the
market.
market.
The most
The most
successful people
successful
don't
people
just
don't
solve
just
existing
solve
problems.
existing problems.
They create
They create
awareness of new
awareness of a new
problems
problem
and then
and then
sell the
sell the
solution.
solution.
That's how
That's how
Uber,
Uber,
Airbnb, Apple,
Apple,
Canva, and
Canva,
YouTube
and the
became
YouTube became
giants.
giant.
People weren't screaming
People
for these
want
services. But once they saw the problem being solved, they couldn't go back. Before iPhones, nobody said, I need a smartphone with one button. But once it existed, we were hooked. Before Canva, people didn't know design could be easy. But when someone showed them, it exploded. This is the skill of the
skill of
future.
future.
Problem
Problem
creation,
creation,
problem solving,
problem
and
solving,
problem
and the
communication.
problem communication.
A 21-year-old boy in
20-year-old
Africa noticed
boy
something
Africa
simple.
noticed something simple.
In his town, local shops had no logos, no signs, no packaging design. No brand. They just wrote
They
things
just
like
wrote.
fresh milk or mama rice with a paintbrush. He
He
thought,
thought
that's a
that's a
problem.
problem.
People
People
won't
want to
trust what they
trust
can't recognize.
what they can recognize.
So he learned
So he
basic
learned the
graphic
basic
design
graphic
on
design
YouTube,
on YouTube.
practiced
Practice
logos,
logos,
posters, simple
simple
branding
branding
ideas,
idea.
then walked
Then
from
walked
shop
from
to
shop
shop
to
and
shop
said,
and said,
do you want
"Do you
people
want
to
the
remember
people
your
to
shop
remember your
forever?
shop forever?
I'll give your
I
shop
will
a
give your
modern
shop
look.
a modern look.
Just pay me
Just
later
pay
if
me
it
later
works."
if it
He
works."
did free
He did
logos for
free
the
logos
first
for the
10
first 10
stores.
stores.
People
People
started talking about it.
about it.
Shop signs
Shop sign
improved.
improved.
Sales
Sales
increased.
increased.
He created a
He
problem
created a
that people
problem that
didn't know
people
they
didn't know
had
they had
and offered a
and
solution that
offered
made him money.
made him money.
Now he runs a
Now he
local
runs a
design
local
studio,
design studio.
trains kids for free, and sells simple branding services across small towns, all without waiting
All
for a
without
job or a
waiting for a
degree.
job degree.
He didn't
He
just
didn't just
find an
an
opportunity. He
He
created
created
one.
one.
Let's say you
Let's
live
say
in a
you
small
live in a
town.
small town.
Everyone there sells
They'll
tea,
sell
snacks,
tea,
or
snacks,
groceries.
or grocery.
You notice
You
that.
notice that.
People don't
People
take
don't
online
take
orders.
online orders.
Nobody tracks
Nobody
customers.
tracks customers.
Nobody sells
Nobody
healthy
sells a
options.
healthy option.
There are no
There
birthday
are no
kits or
birthday
student
kit or
packs.
student pack.
Everyone closes by 8
closed by
p.m.
8 p.m.
Now, these are all
Now these are all
opportunities in
opportunities
disguise.
in disguise.
They are
They are
problems that don't
problems that
feel like
don't feel
problems
like a problem
until someone
until
shines a
someone
light on
shine
them.
a light on them.
If you step
If you
in
step
with
in
a system,
a
a
system,
strategy,
a
a shortcut, a
a
service, a
a
product, that
that
solves that
solves the
tiny
tiny
issue in a
issue in a
valuable
valuable
way.
way.
You've
You
just
have just
created a
created
brand
a
new
brand new
income
income
path.
path.
You don't need
You don't
money
need
to make
money
money.
to make money.
You need
You
eyes that
need
can see
eyes that can
problems.
see
You
problems.
need hands
You
that
need
are ready to
hands that are
build.
ready to
You
buy.
need courage
You
to
need
say,
courage to say,
I'll be the
I'll
first
be
one
the
to
first
fix
one to
this.
fix this.
And if you can
If you
master
can
the art of
master the
spotting
art of
invisible
spotting
problems
invisible
and
problem
crafting
and
creative
crafting,
solutions,
you'll
you'll never
never
need to beg for work
for
again.
work again.
The market
The
won't
market
just
won't
want you.
just want you.
The
The
market
market
will need
need you.
you. Rule
Rule
9.
9.
Time is your
Time is
most
your
expensive
most
asset.
expensive asset.
You can lose
You can lose
$1,000 and earn it
$1,000
back.
and earn it
You
back.
can lose a
You
client
can
and win a better
client and
one.
win a better one.
You can lose a
You can
job and
lose
get
a
hired
job and
again.
get hired again.
But if you waste
But
your
if you
time,
waste your
you're
time,
burning the
you're
only
burning
currency
the
you
only
can't
currency you
regenerate.
can generate.
And here's the
Here's
reality
the
most people
reality
ignore.
most people ignore.
Broke people
Broke
treat
people
time
treat
like it's
time
unlimited.
like unlimited.
Rich people
Rich
treat
people
time like
treat
it's
time
gold. Because
because
time is what
time
turns
is
skill into mastery. Time
time
is
is
what
what
turns
turns
effort
effort
into
into
freedom.
freedom.
Time
Time
is
is
what
what
turns
turns
ideas
idea
into
into
income. If you
If
waste
you
it,
waste it,
you're
you
choosing
are
to stay
choosing to
behind.
stay behind.
Time is
Time
your
is your
compounding
compounding
machine.
machine.
If you give
If
it
you
to
give it to
learning,
learning,
creating, practicing, and
practicing and
building,
building,
it
it
multiplies.
multiplies.
If you
If
give
you
it to
give it to
scrolling,
scrolling,
gossiping,
gossiping,
overthinking, and
overthinking, and
sleeping,
sleeping,
it
it
vanishes.
vanishes.
And when
And
it
when it
vanishes,
vanishes,
it takes
it
your
takes your
dreams with
dream
it.
with it.
Time
Time
wasting
is the
habits
habits
that
that
keep you
keep
broke.
you broke.
Just
Just
5 more
5
minutes.
more minutes.
I'll start
I'll
next
start
week.
next week.
I'll just watch
I'll
one
just
video.
watch one video.
This gossip isn't
This
hurting
gossip
anyone.
isn't hurting
This show
anyone.
helps me
This show,
relax. I
I
can't
can't
work
work
today.
today.
I'm
I'm
tired.
tired.
Every
Every
single one is a lie
is a
your lazy
lie your
brain tells
lazy
you.
brain
To
tells
keep you
to
broke,
keep
average, and
average and
easy to
easy to
control.
control.
The way you
The
spend
way
your
you
hours
spend
is the
your
way
hours
you
is the
build
way
your
you build
life.
your life.
Time is
Time
more
is more
valuable than
valuable
money.
than money.
Because
Because
time
time
creates money.
creates money.
If you want to
If
be
you want to
rich,
be rich,
don't start
don't
by
start
counting your
by
rupees.
counting.
Start by
Start
counting your
counting
minutes.
your minutes.
Every
Every
second you
second
waste,
you waste,
someone else
someone
is
else
using it
is
to
using it
learn,
to learn,
sell,
build,
build, speak, and
and
grow.
grow.
And 6
And
months from
6
now,
months
they'll be
from
ahead
now,
of
they
you.
will be ahead
Not
of you.
because they're
Not
better,
because they are better,
but because they
but because they
respected time.
respect time.
And you
And
didn't.
you did it.
Rule 10.
Rule 10.
Stop trying
Stop
to look
trying to
rich.
look rich.
One of the
One
biggest
of the
reasons people
biggest
stay
reasons
broke is
people
this.
stay broke is this.
They're
They
addicted
are
to looking
addicted to looking
successful
successful
instead of actually becoming successful. They want to look
They
rich
want
on
to look
Instagram. They want
They
people
want
to
people
think
to
they've
think that
made
they've
it.
made it.
They buy
They buy
phones they can't afford, shoes that don't match their bank balance, clothes they wear once but pay for all year, cars they lease to impress people who aren't even paying attention. And here's
And
the ugly
here's the
truth.
ugly truth.
Most people you think are rich are actually drowning in debt. They just got good at dressing up their insecurity. You want to know who's really rich? The quiet one building an online store from his room. The girl who wears the same jeans every week but owns stocks. The guy who takes the bus while his savings quietly grow. The woman who skipped 3 vacations but now owns 2 properties. Real wealth whispers, fake wealth screams. There was a young man who got his first job, $5,000 per month. On the outside, he looked like a rising star. Bought a new phone on EMI, ate out 4 times a week, ordered clothes and accessories constantly, took a weekend trip every 2 months. He never saved, never invested. But his Instagram, full of filters, resorts, fancy coffee, watches, and grind mode captions. People messaged him, "You're living the dream, bro." But behind the scenes, he was borrowing money from his cousin to pay rent. His bank balance was $100 at the end of every month. And when his company downsized after 8 months, he had nothing. No savings, no skills, no plan. Just the pressure to keep looking like he was winning while silently collapsing. It took him 2 years to recover. Not just financially, but mentally. Because the emotional cost of pretending was worse than the debt. Looking rich is easy, but it's also expensive, temporary, and fake. True wealth has no logo, has no audience, doesn't need to shout. It's in your emergency fund. It's in your skills. It's in your cash flow. It's in your ability to walk away from things that don't serve your future. You can impress the world and stay broke. Or you can ignore the world for 2 years and never worry about money again. Stop trying to win the attention of people who aren't paying your bills. Stop chasing dopamine from likes. Start chasing freedom. Because the ones who quietly build while others perform, they win forever. Rule 11. Poor people spend first. Rich people invest first. If you earn $15 and you instantly spend $10 on food, shoes, gifts, pizza, and subscriptions, you've just trained your brain. Every time I get money, I must get rid of it. That habit becomes a pattern. That pattern becomes your lifestyle. That lifestyle becomes your prison. There was a girl who started selling handmade candles online. She made her first $200 profit in 1 week. Excited, she bought clothes, a Bluetooth speaker, and celebrated with her friends. The next week, sales dropped. She had no budget left for new material. No ads, no packaging, no backup. She posted, "Business is hard, but the truth, she didn't invest. She spent." Compare that to her friend, who also started a product business. She made $200 key, but didn't touch it. She reinvested $150 into better photos, packaging, and a domain name. Sales doubled, then tripled. By month 2, she was earning $100 and still living like she had $200. Why? Because she didn't just want to make money. She wanted to build money. Here's how it works. Poor thinking. I made money. I deserve to spend it. Rich thinking. I made money. I need to protect and multiply it. If you can't manage $100, you won't manage $1,000. If you don't respect $50, you'll disrespect $5,000. It's not about how much you earn. It's about what you do with what you earn. Rich people use money as a tool to build more. Poor people use money as a reward for existing. That's the mindset shift that changes your entire life. Every time you receive money, no matter how small, always ask, how much of this can I save, invest, or reinvest? Not,
Not
what can I buy? Start small.
Start small.
10% into a skill
skill
course.
course.
10% into savings.
into saving.
10% into a new
into a new
tool.
tool.
Even
Even
$20 invested in your business is better than blowing $200 on validation. Poor people see money as a moment. Rich people see it as momentum. Every dollar you keep, reinvest, or redirect toward growth becomes a seed. Every dollar you spend impulsively becomes a lost branch. And if you plant enough seeds now, one day, your money will start working harder than you ever could. That's when you stop trading time for survival and start building a life of real wealth. Rule 12.
Rule 12.
No one becomes rich by accident. Success is not luck. It's not fate. It's not genetics. It's a system. And systems are built by design. Most broke people believe one dangerous lie. Rich people are just lucky. They think he got rich because he knew someone. She had supportive parents. He was born in the right country. She got lucky on Instagram. They made it big because they had money to start. But let me tell you something brutal, real, and honest. Every financially free person you admire made decisions you're avoiding. They took actions you're not taking. They sacrificed in silence while others mocked them. They studied while others watched shows. They created while others consumed. They built habits that made them powerful. They didn't accidentally build freedom. They designed it like a machine, one small piece at a time. There was a boy who grew up in a small rural town. No Wi-Fi, no rich friends, no big school. His father ran a broken shop. His mother cleaned houses. He had a second-hand phone and used it only after 10 p.m. when the data pack was cheaper. But one thing was different about him. He didn't believe in luck. He believed in systems. He used that phone to watch one English learning video daily, practice freelancing skills at night, write content for imaginary clients, research real businesses, learn how to sell, how to build offers, how to price services. He created a daily checklist, 10 pages reading, one pitch to a real business, one skill upgrade, 10 minutes of silence for ideas, one rejection equals success badge. He treated his growth like a formula, not a fantasy. And within 3 years, that same boy was earning online from multiple clients. And his monthly income was more than what his father earned in a year. No luck, no support, no angel investor, just systems, just repetition, just design. Think of this like building a house. You don't get lucky and end up with a 3-bedroom flat. You follow a blueprint. You buy materials. You build the foundation. You work brick by brick. Success is no different. If you have no daily system, no money plan, no skill building process, and no long-term goal, then don't expect to accidentally land in a mansion. You'll never see a rich person say, I don't know how this happened, because they made it happen. You don't get rich by chance. You get rich by choice. And that choice must be made every single day. You must decide what your morning will look like, what skills you'll sharpen, what distractions you'll cut, what time you'll invest, what routines you'll commit to. That's how rich people win. And if you still think it's about luck, that's why you're losing. Rule 13. You are the reason you're still broke, and you are the solution. Until you blame yourself fully, you will never own your full power. People blame everything. They blame their childhood, their job, their parents, their school, their boss, their partner, their location, the economy, even the algorithm. They say, it's too late for me. I don't
I
have
don't
the
have
right
the right
connections.
connection.
I'm not as
I'm not
lucky as
as lucky
them.
as them.
I don't
I
have the
don't have the
support.
support.
I'm not
I'm
tech
not tech.
savvy. Nobody
And
helped
nobody
me.
helped me.
But the
But
truth
the
is
truth
this:
is this.
none
None
of
of
that
that
is
is
why you're
why we are
broke.
broke.
You're
You are
broke
broke
because you
because you
haven't taken
haven't
full
taken full
ownership.
ownership.
And until you
Until
do,
you do,
nothing
nothing
will
will change.
change. Because blaming is easy. Ownership? That's
That's
hard.
hard.
That's
That's
painful.
painful.
That forces you
That
to look in the
forces you
mirror and
to
say,
look in the
this
mirror.
is my
This is
fault.
my fault.
But that also
But that
means,
also means
this
this
is my
is my
fix.
fix.
There was a
There
woman
was
who
a
was
woman who was
34,
34,
divorced, with a
with a
3-year-old
3-year-old
child.
child.
She
She
lived in a
lived in a
single
single
room
room
apartment and worked a dead-end
a
job
dead-end
earning
job
barely enough to pay
barely
rent.
enough to pay rent.
For
For
years,
years,
she
she
blamed
blamed
everyone:
everyone.
her
Her
ex,
ex,
her
her
childhood, her
her
managers,
manager,
the
the
economy.
economy.
Until
Until
one
one
day
day
she
she
looked in the
looked
mirror
in
and
the
said,
mirror and said,
I'm
I'm
tired of
tired of
blaming.
blaming.
I
I
want to take
full
full control.
control.
That
That
day,
day
she wrote
she
one
wrote one
sentence in a
sentence in
notebook.
a notebook.
If
If
I
I
am the
am the
problem,
problem,
then I am
then I am
also the
also the
solution.
solution.
She
She
started
started
waking up
waking up
30
30
minutes
minutes
earlier to
earlier
learn
to learn
marketing.
marketing.
She
She
watched
watched the
beginner
beginner
YouTube videos at
at
night.
night.
She
She
used her
used her
daughter's nap
daughter's
time
nap
to
time
practice
to
writing.
practice writing.
She offered
She
to
offered
manage a
to
small
manage small
business's
business
Instagram account for
for
free.
free.
Got
Got
results,
result,
then
then
charged,
charged,
then
then
built,
built,
then
then
scaled.
scaled.
2 years
2 years
later,
later,
she
she
wasn't just
wasn't
making
just
more
making
money.
more money.
She was in
She was in
control
control
of her
of her
time,
time,
of her
of her
skill,
skill,
of her
of her
income,
income,
of
of
her
her
confidence.
competence.
She didn't just escape poverty. She
She
escaped the
escaped the
blame
blame
cycle.
cycle.
And that
And
was the
that was
real
the real
breakthrough.
breakthrough.
Blame makes you
Blame
feel
makes
good
you
for
feel
5
good for
minutes.
5 minutes.
Ownership
Ownership
makes you
makes you
powerful
powerful
forever.
forever.
The moment you
The moment
say,
you say,
it's my fault I'm not
I'm
learning
not learning
daily.
daily. It's
It's
my
my fault I waste time on my
time
phone.
on my phone.
It's my
It's
fault I
my
don't have a
fault I
savings
don't have
system.
a saving system.
It's my
It's
fault
my
I haven't
fault I
studied a
haven't
skill
studied a
properly.
skill properly.
That
That
moment becomes
moment
the
becomes
birth
the
of your
birth
new
of your
life.
new life.
Because if it's
Because
your
if it is
fault,
your fault,
you
you
can
can
fix
fix it.
it. But if
But
it's
if it's
always
already
someone
someone
else's
else's
fault,
fault,
you'll
you'll
never have
never
the
have
power to
power
change
to
it.
change it.
Your biggest
Your biggest
enemy is
enemy is
not
not
the
the world.
world. It's
It's
your
your
excuses.
excuses.
Your
Your
greatest asset is
greatest
not your
asset
bank
is not
account.
your bank
It's
account.
your
It's your
responsibility.
responsibility.
You are not
You are not
stuck
stuck
because of the
because of the
world.
world. You are
You're
stuck
stuck because
because
you
you
haven't
haven't
decided to
decided to
break
break
yourself
yourself
out.
out.
And when you
When you
stop
stop
waiting
waiting and
and
start
start
owning,
owning, that's
that's
when
when
everything
everything begins.
begins. You have now
You have
learned
now learned the
13 of the
30
most
of the
brutally
most
honest,
brutally honest,
beginner-friendly, and
beginner-friendly, and
emotionally powerful
emotionally
money
powerful
rules ever
money rules
created.
ever created.
But Rule
But
13,
Rule 30,
that's where
that's
your
where
old
your
life
old
ends
life ends
and your new
and
one
your
begins.
new one begins.
Because once
Because
you stop
once you
saying,
stop saying,
it's not
it's
my
not my
fault,
fault,
and
and
start saying,
start saying,
I will
I'll
fix
fix
everything,
everything,
starting
starting
today,
today,
that's
that's
when you
when
win.
you win.
If you're still
If you're
here,
still here,
that means
that
something
means
inside you
something
refuses
inside
to
you
stay the
refuses
same.
to stay the same.
That means you're
That
done
means you are
blaming.
done blaming.
You're
You are
done
done
waiting.
waiting.
You're
You
done
are
living
done
paycheck to
living
paycheck.
paycheck to
Not just
paycheck. Not just
financially, but
financially, but
emotionally,
emotionally,
mentally,
mentally,
spiritually.
spiritual.
And now
And now
you
you
know
know
the
the
truth.
truth.
Money is
Money
not
is
just
not
about
just about
numbers.
numbers.
It's about
It's about
discipline.
discipline.
It's about
It's about
self-respect.
self-respect.
It's about
It's
hunger.
about hunger.
It's about
It's about
systems.
system.
And most
And
of all,
most of all,
it's about
it's about
ownership.
ownership.
You have two choices from here. Watch
Watch
another
another
video and
and
forget everything. Or
Well,
wake up tomorrow as a new
as a new
person.
person.
Not someone who
Not someone
hopes,
who hopes,
but someone who
but someone who
builds,
builds,
who tracks
who
their
tracks their
time,
time,
who
who
learns
learn
daily,
daily,
who creates
who create
value,
value,
who
who
stops
stop
pretending
pretending,
and
and
starts
start
rising.
rising.
If that's the
If
version
that's
of
the
you
version
you're
of
ready to
you are
become,
ready to become,
then don't
then
just
don't
watch this
just watch
video,
this
live it.
video, live it.
And if this video hit your
Hit
heart,
your heart.
if you
If
felt
you
something
felt
shift
something
inside
shift
you,
inside you,
if you
if you
whispered to
whisper
yourself,
to yourself,
this is
this is
exactly what I
exactly what
needed,
I needed,
then do one
then do
thing.
one thing.
Subscribe to this
to this
channel.
channel.
Because
But
this is not
this
the
is
end of your
not the end
journey.
of your journey.
This is
This is
just the
just the
beginning.
beginning.
And every
And
week,
every week,
I'll be
I'll
right
be
here
right here
to
to
remind you of who
remind
you're
you
becoming,
of your
to
becoming,
teach you you
to
how to
teach you
never
how
go
to
broke
never go
again,
broke again,
to help you
to
build the
help you build
strongest
the
version of your
strongest
mind,
version of
your
your
money,
money,
and your
your life.
life. So
So
hit that
hit the
subscribe button.
subscribe button.
and
and
welcome
welcome
to the
to the
most
most powerful
powerful chapter of your
your
life.
life. 네, 이렇게 해서 끝이 났습니다. 두 번째 셋동이 끝이 났습니다. 4월 1일 세 번째 셋동입니다. 노인과 바다, The Old Man and the Sea가 되겠습니다. 약 2시간 5분에 해당하는 긴 내용이 되겠네요. 중간에 한번 끊어서 읽을지 모르겠습니다. 오늘부터 노벨 소설에도 도전해보는 그런 의미가 되겠습니다.
Tell you a story about a man, a very
A very
old man.
old man.
He has
He
no
has no
luck.
luck.
He has
He
no
has no
fish.
fish.
People laugh at him, but he never
He
gives
never
up.
gives up.
This story
This
is simple,
story is simple,
but it can
but it
change
can
your life. Because
because
sometimes
sometimes
the biggest
battles
are
are
inside us.
us.
Do you feel
Do
like you
feel like
try,
you
but
try,
nothing
but
works?
nothing works?
Comment below.
Comment below.
Do you
Do
feel
you
that
feel
too?
that too?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
The Man
The
with
man
No
with no
Fish.
fish.
The old
The
man
old
lived
man
near the
lived
sea.
near the sea.
Every morning,
Every
before
morning,
the sun
before
was
the
up,
sun was
he
up,
walked to
he
his small
walked to
wooden
his
boat.
small wooden
His
boat.
boat was old.
His boat was
His
old.
fishing
His
lines were
fishing
old.
line.
His sail had
His
many
sail had many
holes and was
holes
patched
and
with
was
old
patched with
cloth.
old cloth.
Some people
Some
laughed
people
and said,
laughed and
"His
said,
boat
his
looks like
boat
his
looks like
face,
his
full
face,
of lines."
full of lines.
But the old
But the
man
old
didn't
man
listen.
didn't listen.
He was
He
quiet.
was quiet.
He didn't speak
He
much.
didn't speak much.
He didn't
He didn't
complain.
complain.
He just
He
walked
just
to the
walked
sea.
to the sea.
He was not
He
weak.
was not weak.
His body
His
was
body
thin
was thin,
but strong.
but strong.
His skin was
His
brown from the
was
sun.
brown from the
His
sun.
hands were
His
full of
hands were
cuts
full
and
of
old
cuts and
scars.
old scars.
Those scars were
Those
not
scars
from
were not
today.
from today.
They were from
They were
many
from many
years of
years
catching
of
big
catching
fish.
big fish.
He had
He
strength,
had strength,
but no
but
luck.
no luck.
For
For
84 days,
days,
he caught nothing. Not one
Not
fish.
one fish.
Not even a
Not
small
even a
one.
small one.
On some
On
days, he saw
Sunday,
big fish
he
swimming
saw
under his
big
boat.
fish swimming
But
under
they
his
did
boat.
not take the
They
bait.
did not take the bait.
He waited,
He waited,
hoped,
he
but
hoped,
he
but he
returned
returned
home with
home with
nothing.
nothing.
The people
The
in his
people in his
village
village
started to say,
"He is
he is
finished.
finished.
He will
He will
never
never
catch
catch
another
another
fish again." But the
But
old
the
man
old man
still
still
believed.
believed.
He
He
said to
said to
himself,
himself,
"Each
each
day
day
is a new
is
day.
a new day.
The sea
The
can
sea
change
can
in
change
one
in
moment."
one moment.
He looked at
He
the
looked
sea
at
like a
the sea
friend.
like a friend.
He called
He
it
called it
lamar in
Lamar
Spanish,
in
the way
Spanish,
people
the
talk
way
about a
people
woman
talk
they
about a
love.
woman they love.
The sea was
The sea
not
was
just
not
water
just
for
water
him.
for me.
It was his
It
life.
was his life.
It was his
his
battle.
battle.
It was
It was
also
also
his
his
hope.
hope.
There was
There was
one
one boy.
boy. The boy's
The
name
boy's
was
name was
Manolin.
Manolin.
He was not
He
the
was
old
not the
man's
old
son,
man's
but he
son,
loved
but
him
he
like a
loved him
father.
like a father.
When the boy was
And the
5
boy
years
was
old,
5
the old
years old.
man
The old
took him
man
out on
took
the
him
boat.
out of
He
the
learned to
boat.
fish from
The
him.
boy learned
He
to
learned
fish
to
from
hold the
him,
line, to wait with
to wait
patience,
with patience,
to
to
feel
feel
the
the
sea.
sea.
They had
They
many
had
good
many
days
good
together.
days together.
But after
But
40
after
days
4
without a
days
fish,
without a fish,
the boy's
the
parents
boy's
said,
parents
"He
said
has
he
no
has
luck.
no luck.
Go fish with
Go fish
someone
with
else."
someone else.
And the boy
And the
listened.
boy listened.
He was sad,
He was
but
sad,
he
but he
obeyed.
obeyed.
On the other
On
boat,
the other
the
boat,
boy helped
the boy
catch
helped
big
catch
fish.
big fish.
On the first
On the
day,
first
they
day,
caught
they
3
caught the
good
3
ones.
good ones.
The boy's
The boy's
parents were
parents were
happy,
happy,
but the
but the
boy
boy
was
was
not.
not.
His
His
heart stayed
heart
with the
stayed
old
with
man.
the old man.
Every day when
Every
the old
day
man
when the old
returned
man
with an empty
returned with
boat,
an empty
the boy
boat, the boy
waited for
waited
him.
for him.
He helped him
He
carry the
helped him carry
lines,
the
the
line,
sail,
the
and the
sail,
small
and the
wooden
small
box.
wooden box.
They didn't speak
They
much,
didn't
but
speak
they
much, but
understood
they
each other.
understood each other.
One evening,
One
the
evening,
boy
the
said,
boy said,
"I want
"I
to
want to
fish
fish
with
with
you
you
again."
again."
The old
The
man
old man
smiled and
smiled
said,
and said,
"You are on
"You
a
are
lucky
on a
boat
lucky
now.
boat now.
Stay there.
Stay there.
Do not worry
Do not
about
worry
me."
about me."
The boy
The
looked
boy
down.
looked down.
"I don't
I don't
care
care
about
about
luck.
luck.
I care
I
about
care
you.
about
You
you.
taught me
You taught me
everything."
everything.
The old
The
man looked
old
at the
man
boy
looked
with
at the boy
kind
with the
eyes.
kind eyes.
"I know,
I know,
But
But
this
this
is
is
how
how
life
life
is.
is.
Sometimes
Sometimes
we
we
must
must
do what
do
we
what
don't
we
like.
don't like.
The boy
The boy
nodded.
nodded.
He felt the
He felt
truth,
the
but his
truth,
heart
but his
still
heart
wanted to
still
go
wanted
back
to
to
go
the
back
sea
to
with
the
the
sea
old
with the
man.
old man.
They sat
They sat
together on
together
the
on the
terrace,
terrace,
a
a
small
small
open
open
cafe near
cafe
the water.
near the water.
Other
Other
fishermen were there.
fishermen were there.
Some made
Some
jokes
made a
about the
joke
old
about the
man.
old man.
Some were
Some,
quiet. The
the
older
old
men
man
respected
respected
him.
him.
They
They
remembered when he
remembered
was
when he
young
was
and
young
strong.
and strong.
They knew he
They
once
knew he
caught the
once caught
biggest
the
fish
biggest fish
anyone had
anyone
seen.
had seen.
They did not
They did
laugh.
not laugh.
They talked about
They
the
talked
wind
about
and the
the wind
sea,
and
about
the
the
sea,
fish and the
about the
weather,
fish and the
but their
weather.
eyes
But their
watched the
eyes
old
watched the
man.
old man.
They saw
They
more than
saw
his
more
thin
than his
body.
thin body.
They saw his
They saw his
strength,
strength,
not in
not
muscles,
in muscle,
but in
but in
spirit.
spirit.
The
The
boy
boy
and the old
and the
man
old man
drank a
drank a
cold
cold
beer.
beer.
They watched
They
the
watched the
sky.
sky.
It was
It
getting
was
dark.
getting dark.
The
The
sea was
sea was
calm.
calm.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
will
will
be a
be a
good
good
day,
day, the
the old
old
man
man
said.
said.
Yes,
Yes,
the boy
the boy
answered.
answered.
I will
I
get
will
your
get
bait,
your bait,
and I will
and
bring
I
you
will
some
bring you some
sardines. The
sardine.
old man
The
said,
old man said,
I
I
can
can
do
do
it.
it.
You should
You
go
should
play
go play
baseball.
baseball.
I
I
can
can
still
still
row.
row.
I can
I
still
can still
fish.
fish.
The boy smiled.
The boy
I
smiled.
want to
I want to
help.
help.
I will get the
I will get
sardines,
the
and I will bring 4
sardine
fresh baits
for
too.
bait too.
The old man
The old
asked,
man asked,
You didn't
You
steal
didn't
them, right?
steal them,
The
right?
boy
The boy
laughed.
laughed.
No, I
No, I
bought
bought
them,
them,
but I would
but I
steal
would
them for
steal
you.
them for
The
you.
old man
And
laughed
laughed
too.
too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You
You
are
are
already
already
a
a man.
man. That
That
night,
night,
they walked
they
to the
walked
old
to the
man's
old man's
house.
house.
It was a
It
small
was a
shack
small
made
shack
of palm
made of
leaves.
palm leaf.
There was only one
Only
room.
one room.
It had a
It had a
bed,
bed,
a
a
table, a
table, a
chair,
chair,
and a
and a
place to
place to
cook with
cook with a
charcoal.
charcoal.
There used to be
There
a
used to be
photo
a
of the
photo
old
of
man's
old
wife,
man's wife,
but he took
but
it
he took
down.
it down.
It made
It
him
made
too
him too
sad.
sad.
Now it
Now
was
it was
hidden under
hidden
his
under
clean
his clean
shirt on the
shirt on the
shelf.
shelf.
The boy
The boy
asked,
asked,
Do you
Do
have
you
food?
have food?
The old
The old
man
man
smiled.
smiled.
Yes,
Yes,
I have
I have
rice and
rice and
fish.
fish.
But there
But
was
there
no
was no
food.
food.
It was
It
only a
was only a
story.
story.
They made
They
this
made
story
him.
every night. The boy
The boy
said,
said,
Do you want
Do
me
you
to
want
make
me
a
to make a
fire?
fire?
The old
The old
man
man
said,
said,
No,
No,
I will eat
I'll eat
later,
later,
or I will eat
or
it
I'll eat
cold.
it cold.
They both
The
knew there was
knew there
nothing,
was
but
nothing.
they smiled.
Smiled.
The
The
boy
boy said,
said, 85
85
is a
is a
lucky
lucky
number.
number.
The
The
old
old
man
man said,
said, Yes,
Yes,
tomorrow
tomorrow
is
is
the
the
85th day.
85th day.
Maybe I will catch one
I
that
will catch
weighs
you one day.
1,000 pounds. The boy
The boy
nodded.
nodded.
I will
I'll
keep your
keep your
sardines cold.
sardine
We can
cold.
share them in the
We can
morning.
sell them in the
The
morning.
old man
He
said,
said,
The
The
Yankees
Yankee
cannot
cannot
lose.
lose.
The boy
The boy
laughed.
laughed.
But I fear
But I
the
fear
Indians
the
of
Indian
Cleveland.
of Cleveland.
The old man
The old man
said,
said,
Have faith
Have
in
faith
DiMaggio.
in
The boy
DiMaggio.
said,
The boy
Do
said,
you think
Do
we
you
can
think
buy a
we can buy
lottery
a
ticket
lottery
with the
ticket
number
with number
85?
85?
The old
The old
man
man
thought for a
thought for a
second.
second.
Maybe, but we
But
need
we
money.
need money.
First you
For the
borrow, then you
then you
beg.
beg.
The
The
boy
boy
said,
said,
I will
I'll
borrow the
borrow the
money.
money.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
The old
The
man
old
looked at the
looked at the
boy
boy
and
and
smiled.
smiled.
You
You
are
are
good.
good.
Go
Go
now.
now.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
is
is a
a new
new
day,
day,
a
a
big
big
day.
day.
The
The
boy
boy
said,
said,
Good
Good
night, old
night,
man.
old man.
The old
The
man
old man
said,
said,
Sleep
Sleep
well,
well,
my
my
son.
son.
He
He
sat
sat
by the
by the
door
door and
and looked
looked
at
at
the
the
sea.
sea.
His
His
heart was
heart was
quiet,
quiet,
but his
but his
spirit
spirit
was
was
ready.
ready.
Tomorrow he
He
would
would
go
go
far, far
far
out
out
into
into
the
the
sea,
sea,
where
where
no
no
one
one
else
else
would
would go.
go. Chapter 2
Chapter 2
A Sad
A sad
Evening,
evening,
a
a
Quiet
quiet
Dream.
dream.
The
The
evening was
evening was
quiet.
quiet.
The
The
sun
sun
was
was
low.
low.
The
The
sky
sky
turned
turned
from
from
yellow
yellow
to
to
pink,
pink,
and
and
then to
then to
dark
dark
blue.
blue.
The
The
sea
sea
was
was
calm.
calm.
The
The
wind
wind
was
was
soft.
soft.
The
The
boats
boat
were
were
back.
back.
Some
Some
boats
boats
had
had
big
big
fish.
fish.
Some had
Some
small
had small
fish.
fish.
The old
The old
man's
man's
boat
boat
had
had
nothing.
nothing.
No
No
fish,
fish,
no
no luck.
luck. But
But
still,
still,
he
he
looked
looked
calm.
calm.
He
He
tied
tried
his boat.
boat.
He
He
carried the
carried the
sail.
sail.
He
He
walked
walked
slowly.
slowly.
His
His legs
legs were
were tired.
tired. His
His
back
back
hurt.
hurt.
But he did
But he
not
did
show
not
it.
show it.
The
The
boy
boy
was
was
waiting.
waiting.
Like
Like
every
every
evening,
evening,
he
he
helped
helped
the
the
old
old
man.
man.
He
He
took the
took the
fishing
fishing
lines.
line.
He took
He
the
took the
box.
box.
He
He
carried the
carried the
gaff
gaff
and the
and the
harpoon.
harpoon.
He did not
He
say
did not
much.
say
He
much.
just
He
walked
just walked
beside
beside
the
the
old
old man.
man. The
The
other
other
fishermen
fishermen
talked and
talked and
laughed.
laughed.
Some
Some
looked
looked
at the
at the
old
old
man.
man.
Some
Some
laughed at
laughed
him.
at him.
Some
Some
felt
felt
sad,
sad,
but
but
said
said
nothing.
nothing.
The old
The old
man
man
did
did
not
not
look at
look at
them.
them.
His
His
eyes
eyes
looked
looked
at the
at the
sea.
sky.
His
His
steps were
steps were
slow,
slow,
but he
but he
walked
walked
like a
like a
man
man
who
who
still
still
had a
had a
dream.
dream.
The boy wanted to say something, but he waited. He
He
looked at
looked
the
at
old
the
man's
old man's
face.
face.
The
The
face had
face
many
had many
lines.
lines.
It
It
looked
looks
tired,
tired,
but the
but
eyes,
the eyes
still
still
had
had
light,
light,
still had
still had a
life.
light.
The boy
The boy
thought,
thought,
he
he
is
is
old,
old,
but
but
he is
he is
not
not
broken.
broken.
He
He
still
still
has a
has a
dream
dream
in
in
his
his
heart.
heart.
They
They
reached the
reached
small
the small
house.
house.
It
It
was
was
made of
made of
dry
dry
palm
palm
leaves.
leaves.
Inside,
Inside,
there was
there was
only
only
one
one
room.
room.
There was a
There was a
bed,
bed,
a
a
table,
table,
a
a chair,
chair, and a
and a
small
small
place to
place to
cook.
cook. Now,
Now, he
he
kept
kept
it
it
under
under
his
his
clean
shirts
shirt on
on
the
the
shelf.
shelf.
He
He
looked at it
looked at it
sometimes, but
sometimes,
not
but
tonight.
not tonight.
Tonight,
Tonight he
he was
was
thinking
thinking
about
about
the
the
sea.
sea.
The
The
boy
boy
placed the
replaced
gear on
the
the
gear on the
floor.
floor.
The old
The
man
old man
leaned the
leaned the
mast
mast
against the
against the
wall.
wall.
The
The room
room was
was
silent,
silent,
but their
but their
silence was
silence was
warm.
warm.
It was
It
not
was not
cold.
cold.
The
The
boy
boy
asked,
asked,
"Do you have
"Do you have
food?"
food?"
The old
The
man
old man
smiled and
smiled
said,
and said,
"Yes, I
"Yes, I
have some
have
rice
some
and
rice and
fish."
fish."
But there was
But
no
there was no
rice, no
rice, no
fish,
fish,
no
no
food.
food.
The boy
The
knew
boy knew
that.
that.
The old
The old
man knew
man knew
that.
that.
But they
But they
played the
played
same
the same
story
story
every
every
night.
night.
It was
It
not a
was not a
lie.
lie.
It
It
was a
was a
way
way
to
to
keep
keep
hope.
hope.
The boy
They
said,
said,
"Do you
"Do you
want
want
me
me
to
to
make the
make the
fire?"
fire?"
The
The
old
old
man
man
said,
said,
"No,
"No,
maybe I will
maybe
eat the
I
rice
will eat the
cold."
rice cold."
The boy
The boy
smiled.
smiled.
They both knew the truth,
The
but
truth,
the
but
game
the
helped
game
them feel
helped them feel
strong.
strong.
The night
The
came
night came
slowly.
slowly.
The
The
old
old
man
man
sat
sat
by the
by the
door.
door.
The
The
boy
boy
said,
said,
"I will
"I will
get the
get the
sardines,
sardine.
and I will bring 4 baits."
Bring four bait."
The old man
The old
said,
man said,
"I have
"I
2.
have two.
I put them in
I
salt."
put them in
The
salt."
boy said,
The boy
"But
said,
I will
"But
bring
I will
fresh
bring
ones."
fresh one."
The old man
The old
looked at
man
him.
looked at
"You
him.
didn't steal
"You
them,
didn't
right?"
steal them, right?"
The boy
The boy
smiled.
smiled.
"No, I
"No, I
bought
bought
them,
them,
but I would
but I
steal
will
for
steal for
you."
you."
The old man
The old
said,
man said,
"Thank you.
"Thank you.
You are
You
already
are
a man."
already a man."
The boy
The
asked,
boy asked,
"Do you
"Do
remember
you
the
remember
first
the
time you
first
took
time
me in the
you
boat?"
took me in the
The
boat?"
old man
The old man
laughed.
laughed.
"Yes,
"Yes,
you
you
were
were
5,
5,
and I
and I
caught a
caught a
big
big
fish.
fish.
It was
It was
too
too
strong.
strong.
It
It
broke the
broke the
boat.
boat.
It
It
almost
almost
killed
killed
you."
you."
The
The
boy
boy
said,
said,
"I
"I
remember the
remember the
noise.
nose.
I remember
I
you
remember
threw
you
me into the
threw me
front.
into the
I
front.
remember the
I remember
smell
the
of
smell of
blood.
blood.
I was
I
not
was not
afraid.
afraid.
I was
I was
happy."
happy."
The old
The old
man
man
looked
looked
at him.
at him.
"I
"I
told
told
you
you
that
that
story
story
many
many
times.
times.
Maybe you
Maybe you
remember because I
remember
told
because I
you."
told you."
The
The
boy
boy
said,
said,
"No,
"No,
I
I
remember
remember
everything.
everything.
From the
From the
first
first
day.
day,
You
you
are
are my
my teacher."
teacher."
The old
The old
man
man
looked at the
looked at the
boy with
boy with an
eyes
eye
full
full
of
of
love.
love.
"If
"If
you
you
were my
were my
son,
son,
I
I
would
would
take
take
you
you
out
out
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
But you
But
have
you
your
have your
parents. They
parents.
want you
They
to
want
fish on
to
the lucky
fish on the
boat."
lucky boat."
The boy
The boy
said,
said,
"Yes,
"Yes,
but
but
my
my
heart
heart
is
is
with
with
you."
you." The boy
The
said,
boy said, "I will go now and get the sardines." The old man nodded.
살딘하고 베이트가 뭔지가 모르겠네. 잠시 찾아보겠습니다. 살딘은 정어리고 베이트는 미끼네요. 그래서 다시 진행합시다.
"Oh, my son, tomorrow will be a big day." The
The
boy
boy
walked
walked
away.
away.
The old
The
man
old man
sat
sat
alone.
alone.
He
He
watched
watched
the
the
sea.
sea.
He could
He
not
could
see
not
the
see the
sea,
sea,
but he could
but he
feel
could
it.
feel it.
He sat
He said
Quietly,
quietly.
the
The
wind
wind
touched
touched
his
his
face.
face. His
His eyes looked
looked
far.
far.
Then
Then
he
he
stood
stood
up.
up.
He went
He
to his
went
bed.
to his
He
bed.
rolled up
He
his
rolled up
pants
his
and
pants
used
and
them as a
used them as a
pillow.
pillow.
He
He
covered
covered
himself with
them
an
with an
old
old
blanket.
blanket.
He closed
He
his
closed
eyes.
his eyes.
The
The
room
room
was
was dark.
dark. But in his
But in his
mind,
mind,
there was
there
light.
was light.
He did
He
not
did
dream
not
of
dream of
fish.
fish.
He did not
He
dream
did
of his
not dream of
wife.
his wife.
He did
He
not
did not
dream
dream
of the
of the
sea.
sea.
He
He
dreamed
dreamed of
of lions.
Yes,
Yes,
lions.
lions. Golden
Golden
lions
lion
running on a
running
white
on a white
beach.
beach.
He
He
saw
saw
them
them
every
every
night.
night.
They
They
played like
played
children.
like children.
They ran
They
in the
ran in
sand.
the sand.
He
He
loved the
loved
lions.
the lion.
They were
They were
strong.
strong.
They were
They were
free.
free.
They
They
reminded him of
reminded him
something
of
from long
something from
ago,
all
when he
long
was young,
when he was
when he
young.
had
Then he
power,
had power.
when he had
When he
dreams.
had dreams.
He
He
smiled in his
smiled in
sleep.
his sleep.
The
The
lions were
lion were
there.
there.
They were not
They were
afraid.
not afraid.
They did
They
not
did
need
not need
luck.
luck.
They were
They
simply
were
there,
simply there,
proud and wild
and
and beautiful. The boy came back.
The
He
boy
saw
came
the
back.
old man sleeping. He did not
He
wake
did
him.
not wait.
He took a blanket
He
and put it over his
put it
shoulders.
over.
He looked at the
He
old
looked at
man's
the old
face.
man, and
It was full of
it was
lines,
full of lines,
but it was peaceful.
peaceful.
His hands were
His hands
open.
were open.
His breath was
His
slow.
breath was slow.
The boy
The
sat
boy
near the
sat
door.
near the door.
He said
He
nothing.
said
He
nothing.
just
He
sat.
just sat.
He felt
He
quiet.
felt quiet.
He felt
He felt proud.
He
He
looked at the
looked at the
stars,
star.
and he thought,
He saw
tomorrow will be
will be
different.
different.
The sea was
The sea
waiting.
was waiting.
The fish were
The
waiting.
fish were waiting.
And the old
And
man,
the old man,
the man with
the
no
man
fish,
with no fish,
he was
he
dreaming
was
of
dreaming.
lions. Chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
A new morning.
A new
A
morning.
new
A new
chance.
chance.
It was still
It
dark.
was still dark.
The sky had no color. The village
The
was
village
asleep.
was
But the
asleep.
old
But
man
the old
was
man
awake.
was awake.
He opened his
He
eyes
opened
and
the eyes
listened.
and listened.
It was
It
quiet.
was quiet.
Only the wind moved outside.
outside.
The sea
The
was
sea
calling
was
him.
calling
He
him.
could feel
He
it
could
in his
feel it
bones.
in his
He
bones.
sat up
He sat
slowly.
up slowly.
His body
bone
hurt. His back was stiff. His hands
His
felt
hand
weak.
felt weak.
But he
But
did
he
not
did not
complain.
complain.
This
This
was normal. This was
This
life.
was life.
He
He
stood,
stood,
rolled up his blanket, and put on his
put
pants.
on his pants.
The room was cold.
The room was cold.
The air smelled of the sea.
smelled of the sea.
He looked at
He
the
looked
little
at the little
table, the chair,
the
and
chair,
the pictures on the
picture
wall.
on the wall.
He looked at the
He
shelf where he
looked
kept
at
his
the
wife's
shelf
photo under his
Under
clean
his
shirt.
clean shirt.
He didn't
He
take
didn't
it
take
out.
it out.
Not today.
Not today.
He knew today would be
Today
important.
would be important.
Today might
Today
be
might
the
be
day.
the day.
The day he
The day
catches
he
the
catches
big
the
one.
big one.
The day
The day
he becomes lucky again. He
He
whispered,
whispered
85.
85.
A lucky
A
number.
lucky number.
Then he
Then he
opened the door and stepped outside into the dark morning. He walked
He
to
walked
the
to
boy's
the boy's
house.
house.
The boy was still sleeping. The door was not locked. The old man walked in slowly. His feet made no sound. He saw the boy sleeping on a small bed. He walked to him, touched his foot, and waited. The boy opened his eyes and saw the old man. He did not speak. He just got up and put on his clothes. They walked together without talking. The road was quiet. Other men were also walking with their fishing gear. No one spoke much. They were all tired. They were all thinking of the sea. The boy carried the lines and the harpoon. The old man carried the mast and sail. The wood felt heavy on his shoulder, but he said nothing. They walked to the beach where the small boat waited. The boat looked small against the dark sea, but the old man did not feel fear. He only felt calm. The boy said, "Do you want coffee?" The old man nodded. "We will put the gear in the boat first." They placed everything carefully. The boy ran off to get the coffee. He brought it in an old tin can. It was hot and strong. The old man drank it slowly. He said, "This will be the only thing I drink today." The boy said, "I will get your sardines." The old man nodded again. "You are a good boy." The boy smiled and ran off again. The old man sat on the side of the boat and looked at the sea. It was still too dark to see clearly, but he knew it was out there, waiting, deep, full of mystery, full of life. He
He
did not
did not
hate the
hate
sea.
the sea.
He loved it.
He loved it,
But he
but he
also knew
also
it
knew
could be
it could be
cruel.
cruel.
The sea was
The
not
sea
a
was
friend
not a friend
and not an
and
enemy.
not an enemy.
It was
It
something
was
more,
something more,
something big,
something big,
something powerful.
something powerful.
He had spent
He
his
had
life on the
spent his
sea,
life on the
and
sea, and
he would
today
go
he would go
far, farther than
farther
before.
than before.
The boy
The boy
returned with the
returned with
bait
the
wrapped
bait
in
wrapped
newspaper.
in newspaper.
He handed
He
it to the
handed
old
it to the
man.
old man.
Good luck,
Good luck,
he said.
he said.
The old
The
man
old man
nodded and
nodded and
smiled.
smiled.
Good
Good
luck
luck
to
to
you
you.
too. The boy
The
helped
boy
him
helped
push the
him
boat
push
into
the
the
boat
water.
into the water.
Then he stood
And
and
he
watched
stood
as the
and
old
watched
man
as
got
the old
in
man got
and
in
began
and
to
began
row.
to row.
The boy stood
The
on the
boy
shore for
stood
a
on
long
the
time,
shore
looking
a long
out.
time looking out.
The boat
The
grew
boat
smaller and
grew
smaller
smaller
in the
and
dark water.
dark water.
The
The
boy did
boy
not
did not move.
He
He
only
only
watched.
watched.
He
He
believed in the
believed
old
in
man.
old man.
He
He
believed
believed
today would be
today would
different.
be different.
The old man
The old
rowed.
man
He
rode.
did not
He
hurry.
didn't hurry.
He moved
He moved
slowly with
slowly
care.
with
The
care.
sea
The
was
sea
dark
was
and
dark and
soft.
soft.
The boat
The
made
boat
little noise.
made a little
The
noise.
stars
The
were
star
still in
was
the
still
sky.
in the sky.
He
He
rowed
rode
far, farther than other
farther than
boats.
other boats.
He wanted to
He
go where
wanted to
no
go
one else
where no
went,
one else went.
where the big fish
Where the
waited.
big fish
His
waited.
hands
His
moved
hand
the oars
moved
like
the
they had done
oar
for
like
years. His arms
his
pulled the
arm
boat
pulled the
forward.
boat forward.
He was
He
old,
was old,
but he
but
still
he
had
still had
strength.
strength.
He did not
He
look
did
back.
not look back.
He looked
He looked
ahead,
ahead,
always ahead.
always ahead.
The
The
sky
sky
slowly
slowly
changed.
changed.
A
A
little
little
light
light
touched the water.
the water.
The stars
The
began to
star began
fade.
to fade.
The
The
sea
sea
changed color.
color.
First
First
gray,
gray,
then
then
blue.
blue.
The old
The
man
old man
smiled.
smiled.
He felt
He
ready.
felt ready.
Today was
Today
different.
was different.
He could
He
feel it
could
in the
feel
air,
it
in
the
the
air,
water,
in the
in his
water, in
bones.
his bone.
He reached the
He
deep
reached
part
the
of the
deep
sea.
part of the sea.
He called it
He
the
called
Great
it the
Well.
Great Well.
It was a
It
place where
was a
fish
place
came
where
together.
fish came together.
He saw
He
birds
saw
flying
birds
low.
flying low.
He saw flying
He saw
fish jump
flying
out of the
fish
water.
jumped out of the
He saw
water. He
seaweed
saw
floating near the
seaweed.
boat. He knew
He
this was a
knew
good
this
sign.
was a good sign.
He dropped
He
his
dropped
lines
his
into the
line
water.
into the water.
One line
One
went
line
40
went
fathoms
40,
down. Another went
another
60.
went to 60,
Another at 100.
another at
And one at
and
125.
125.
Each line was
Each line
perfect.
was perfect.
Each hook
Each
was
hook
hidden
was
with
hidden
fresh
with fresh
sardines.
sardine.
The bait
The
looked
bait
real.
looked real.
It smelled
It smelled
sweet.
sweet.
It was
It was
placed with
placed
care.
with care.
The old
The
man
old
looked at
man
the
looked
lines.
at the line.
They stood
They
straight
stood
in the
straight
water.
in the water.
He watched
He
them.
watched them.
He waited.
He waited.
He
He
listened.
listened.
He
He
felt
felt
the
the
sea.
sea.
He said
She
nothing.
said nothing,
But
but
inside his heart,
inside
he
his
was
heart he
speaking.
was speaking.
Come, big
Come,
fish.
big fish.
Come and find
Come
me.
and find me.
I am here.
I am here.
I am ready.
I am ready.
The sun was
The
rising
sun was
now.
rising now.
It touched the
It
sea
touched
like
the
gold.
sea like gold.
The boat
The
rocked
boat
gently.
rocked gently.
The lines were
The line
quiet,
was-
but the old
The
man
old
knew
man knew
this
this
was
was
the moment. This was
This
the
was
new
the
day,
new day,
a new
a new
chance.
chance.
He was
He
far
was
from
far
land,
from land,
alone with the
alone
sea.
with the sea.
But he was not afraid. He was
He
full
was
of
full
hope.
of hope.
He did not feel old now. He felt
He felt
alive.
alive.
He
He
felt
felt
strong.
strong.
He
He
watched the sea,
the sea.
He watched the sky. and he waited for his chance. His heart beat
His
slowly.
heart beat.
His hands were ready. His mind
His
was
mind
calm.
was calm.
This was
This
the
was
life
the
he had
life he
chosen.
had chosen.
This was his
This
place.
was his place.
His sea.
His sea.
His dream.
His dream.
And maybe
Maybe
today would be
today
the
would
day.
be the day.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
The deep
The
blue
deep
sea.
blue sea.
The old
The older
man
man
was now far out on the water. The land was behind him. He could not
He
see
could
the
not
shore
see
anymore.
the shore anymore.
But he was
But
not
he was
worried.
not worried.
This was
This
his
was
sea.
his sea.
This was where he felt
he
at home.
felt at home.
The boat
The
moved
boat moved
gently on the
gently on the
water.
water.
The waves were soft. The sky was wide and blue. The sun was warm on his back. The air smelled clean. The sea
was deep,
very deep. A quiet, dark blue that went down forever. It looked peaceful, but the old man knew this water could hide big things, strong things, beautiful and dangerous things. He loved the sea. He called her
He called
Lamar,
her
like a
Lama,
woman,
like a woman,
kind, wild, mysterious.
mysterious.
Some
Some
fishermen called
fishermen
it
called it
Elmar,
Elma,
like a man.
like a man.
But to
But
him,
to him,
the sea
the
was
sea was
soft.
soft.
The sea was a
The sea was a
partner,
part,
sometimes a lover,
sometimes a lover,
sometimes a mother,
sometimes a mother,
sometimes a
sometimes
fighter,
a bride,
but never a
but never
stranger.
stranger.
He looked down into the water. The light
The
touched the
light touched the
surface and
surface
danced
and
like
danced like
gold.
gold.
The deep
The
water
deep
below was
water
full of
below
life.
was full of
Tiny
life.
fish
Tiny
swam
fish
near the
swam
boat.
near the boat.
They moved
They
like
moved
silver
like a silver
rain.
rain.
He saw
He saw
jellyfish with long
jellyfish with a
purple
long purple
threads.
thread.
He saw
He saw
flying
flying
fish
fish
jump and
jump
glide
and
above the
glide
surface
above
like
the
little
surface like a
birds.
little bird.
He saw the
He
thin
saw
yellow
thin
lines of
yellow line of
sargasso weed
sargasso
floating
or
slowly
floating
past.
slowly past.
These were
These
all
were all
signs,
signs,
signs that
signs that
fish were
fish were
near.
near.
The
The
old
old
man
man
watched
watched
everything.
everything.
The
The
sea
sea
was
was talking,
and he
and
listened.
he listened.
A bird flew
The
above the boat,
flew above the
small and black.
black.
It looked down at the water. It circled and cried. The old man smiled.
The old
He
man
said quietly,
quietly,
"You're looking too.
"You're looking
You're
too.
hunting,
You're
just
hunting,
like me."
just like me."
His hands
His
touched the
hand
fishing
touched the
lines.
fishing line.
He checked them
He
one by
checked them
one.
one by one.
They were
They were
strong,
strong,
clean,
clean,
perfect.
perfect.
Each hook had
Each
been
hook had
prepared
been
with care.
prepared with care.
Each sardine
Each
was
sardine
fresh
was
and
fresh
sweet.
and sweet.
He had set 4
He
lines
set
at 4
four
different
lines, four
depths.
different depths.
One line went
One
deep.
line went deep.
One stayed
One
near the
stayed
middle.
near the middle.
2 were closer to the
Two were close
surface.
to the surface.
He did
He
not
did
trust
not trust
luck.
the law.
He
He
trusted
trusted the
preparation.
preparation.
The lines did
The
not
line
move
did
yet,
not move
but
yet.
he waited.
He
He
waited.
always
He
waited.
always.
He did not
He
rush
did
the
not rush
sea.
the sea.
The sea worked in
He
her own
walked.
time. He sat
He sat
quietly in the boat.
quietly.
The sun
The
rose
sun
higher.
rose high.
His face was
His
warm.
face was warm.
His eyes were
His
narrow
eyes were
from the
narrow
light.
from the light.
He did not
He
mind.
did not mind.
This was
This
his
was his
world.
world.
The boat,
The boat,
the sun, the sky,
sky,
the sea,
sea.
and the dream of a fish. The hours
The hour
passed.
passed.
The boat
The boat
floated
floated
gently. The lines hung still. Nothing pulled.
Nothing pulled.
But he was
But
not
he was
sad.
not sad.
He was
He
not
was
bored.
not bored.
He looked
He
out and
looked out and
smiled.
smiled.
It is
It's
only the
only
beginning,
beginning,
he said
he said
softly.
softly.
The fish will
Fish
come.
will.
He drank
He
some water
drank
from
some
his
water
bottle.
from his
He
bottle.
looked at the
He looked
sky.
at his.
The clouds
The
were
clouds
light.
were light.
No storms.
No storm.
Only wind,
Only wind,
light,
light.
and the long day ahead. The boat
The
moved
boat
with the
moved.
current.
Current.
The old man
The
rowed
old
a
man.
little, just enough to keep the lines straight. He did not want the bait to move. He wanted the fish to find it, to think it was real. That was the secret. To wait, to be quiet, to not scare the sea. He watched the seabirds. They flew low. They looked for bait fish. He followed their path with his eyes. He saw them dive into the water. He watched the ripples. Sometimes a school of fish.
아, 이건 녹음이 잘못돼가 뭐 쇠소리가 들어가네. 그래서 듣기 싫어지기 때문에 여기서 멈춥니다. 내용도 별로 마음에 안 들고 여기서 멈춥니다. 세 번째 할 쉐도잉은 Read English 30 minutes every day가 되겠습니다.
30 minutes every day can change your
Can
English
change
forever.
your English forever.
No grammar
grammar
stress.
stress.
No long classes. No fear of making mistakes. Only one small habit. Only reading. Many students think English is difficult. They think they need perfect grammar, expensive courses, or long study hours. But that is not true. Sometimes the biggest change comes from the smallest habit. Reading for 30 minutes every day can slowly change the way you think, understand, and use English. You do not need to rush. You do
You
not
do
need
not
to be
need to be
perfect.
perfect.
You
You
only need to be
need to
regular.
be regular.
Stay with
Stay
me
with
till the
me
end of this
till the
video,
end of this
because
video,
today I will
because today
show
I
you
will
how
show you
reading
how
for
reading
30
for 30
minutes
minutes
every
every
day
day
can quietly and naturally turn you into a confident English speaker. Even if you are a complete beginner, even if you feel shy, even if you think your English is weak, this simple habit can change everything, step by step. Chapter 1. I want to start this chapter with a simple truth. Many people want to learn English, but many people feel stuck. They study for months, sometimes for years, but they feel they are not improving. They forget words. They feel nervous when they speak. They think English is difficult. If you feel like this, you are not alone. I have met thousands of students in my life, and most of them feel the same at the beginning. When you are a beginner, English can feel scary. There are many new words. There are grammar rules. There is pronunciation. There is also fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding silly. Fear of not understanding. Because of this fear, many students stop using English. They study about English, but they do not live with English. This is where reading becomes very important. Reading is a safe place. When you read, nobody is watching you. Nobody is correcting you. Nobody is laughing at you. You can take your time. You can read slowly. You can read again. You can stop and think. This makes reading perfect for beginners. You learn without pressure. You learn without stress. Many students ask me, why reading? Why not speaking first? This is a very good question. Speaking is important, but speaking becomes easier when your brain is ready. Reading prepares your brain. When you read, your eyes see correct English again and again. Your brain starts to recognize words. It starts to recognize sentence patterns. You may not notice it, but learning is happening quietly. Think about how children learn their first language. First, they listen a lot. They hear words again and again. They hear the same sentences many times. Only later do they start speaking. Reading works in a similar way for adults. When you read, you are giving your brain good English input. This input is the foundation of speaking. Another important thing is this. Reading helps you feel calm with English. Many beginners feel nervous when they open a grammar book. They see rules, tables, and long explanations. This can be confusing. But when you open a simple story or a simple text, you feel relaxed. You feel curious. You want to know what happens next. This feeling is very powerful. When you enjoy something, you learn faster. Now let us talk about the idea of 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes? Why not 2 hours? Why not 5 minutes? 30 minutes is a magic number for many learners. It is not too long, so you do not feel tired. It is not too short, so your brain has time to focus. 30 minutes is easy to put into your daily life. You can read in the morning. You can read before sleeping. You can read during a break. You do not need a perfect time. You only need a regular time. Consistency is more important than intensity. Reading 30 minutes every day is much better than reading 3 hours once a week. When you read every day, your brain stays connected to English. You do not forget easily. English becomes part of your daily life. Slowly, English stops feeling like a subject. It starts feeling like a language. I want to tell you something very important. You do not need to understand every word when you read. Many beginners think they must understand everything. This idea creates stress. When you read, your main goal is understanding the message, not every single word. If you understand most of the text, you are doing very well. Your brain will learn the rest over time. Reading also builds confidence. Every time you finish a page, you feel good. Every time you finish a story, you feel proud. These small successes are very important. They change how you see yourself. You stop saying, I am bad at English. You start saying, I am learning English. This change in mindset is powerful. Some students say, but I am very slow. This is normal. Speed comes later. At the beginning, slow reading is good reading. It means your brain is working. It means you are paying attention. With time, speed improves naturally. You do not need to force it. So in this first chapter, I want you to remember one thing. Reading is not just about words. Reading is about building a relationship with English. It is about spending time with the language in a calm and friendly way. 30 minutes every day can slowly change how you feel about English. And when your feelings change, your results change too. In the next chapter, I will explain what really happens inside your brain when you read for 30 minutes every day. Many students are surprised when they learn this, and this surprise often gives them strong motivation to continue. Chapter 2. In the previous chapter, we spoke about why reading is such a powerful habit for English learners. Now, in this chapter, I want to explain what really happens when you read for 30 minutes every day. Many students think that learning must feel hard. They think they must feel tired or confused to believe they are learning. But real learning often happens quietly. Reading is a perfect example of this. When you read every day, your brain starts to notice patterns. At first, you only see words. Some words are familiar, and some words are new. You may stop many times to understand the meaning. This is normal. But after a few days, something interesting starts to happen. You begin to recognize words without thinking too much. Your eyes see the word, and your brain understands it quickly. This is how vocabulary grows naturally. You do not need to memorize long word lists. When you read, words appear in real sentences. These sentences show you how the word is used. You see which words go together. You see how the word behaves in different situations. This kind of learning is deeper than memorization. Your brain remembers the word because it has a story, a context, and a meaning. Another important thing happens when you read daily. Your brain becomes comfortable with English. At the beginning, English may feel strange. The sentence order may feel different from your native language. But when you read every day, this feeling slowly disappears. Your brain starts to accept English as normal. This is very important for beginners. Many students say, I read, but I feel I am not improving. This is a common feeling. Improvement does not always feel dramatic. It is like growing taller. You do not notice it every day, but after some time, you see the difference. Reading works the same way. One day, you suddenly realize that a text feels easier. Another day, you understand a sentence without translating. These are signs of real progress. Reading also improves your focus. In today's world, many people are distracted. Phones, messages, and videos take our attention. Reading for 30 minutes trains your brain to focus on one thing. This focus helps you learn better. When your brain is calm and focused, learning becomes faster and easier. There is also something very special about repetition. When you read regularly, you see the same words and sentence structures again and again. This repetition is not boring. It is helpful. Every time you see the same pattern, your brain becomes more confident. Slowly, these patterns become automatic. Later, when you speak or write, they come out naturally. Another benefit of daily reading is understanding. You start to understand English without translating into your native language. At first, you may translate every sentence in your head. This is normal. But with regular reading, this habit becomes weaker. Your brain starts to think directly in English. This is a big step for any learner. Reading also helps your listening skills. This may sound strange, but it is true. When you read a lot, you become familiar with how English sentences are built. Later, when you listen to English, your brain recognizes these patterns. Listening becomes easier because the structure is already familiar. It is very important to remember that reading should not feel like a test. You are not reading to prove anything. You are reading to spend time with English. Some days will feel easy. Some days will feel difficult. Both are normal. What matters is that you continue. 30 minutes every day may feel small, but over time, it becomes powerful. 30 minutes a day is more than 3 hours a week. In 1 month, it becomes many hours of English exposure. In 1 year, it becomes a strong foundation. This is how small habits create big results. So in this chapter, I want you to understand one key idea. When you read for 30 minutes every day, your brain is working even when you feel nothing special is happening. Trust the process. Learning is happening quietly, deeply, and naturally. In the next chapter, I will help you understand what you should read and how to choose the right reading material for your level. Chapter 3. Now that you understand what happens when you read for 30 minutes every day, it is time to talk about a very important question. What should you read? This question is critical, especially for beginners. Many students make mistakes here, and these mistakes can destroy motivation. But when you choose the right reading material, learning becomes enjoyable and effective. The first rule is very simple. You must read something that interests you. If the text is boring, your brain will resist learning. You will feel tired quickly. You will lose focus. But when the text is interesting, you want to continue reading. You are curious. Curiosity is a powerful learning tool. It keeps you engaged without effort. The second rule is about level. Many learners think that difficult books will help them learn faster. This is not true. If a text
If a
is too
text is too
difficult,
difficult,
you will
you
stop
will
many
stop many
times.
times.
You will look
You
up
will
too
look
many
up too many
words.
words.
You will feel
You will feel
frustrated.
frustrated.
This
This
frustration is
frustration
dangerous.
is dangerous.
It makes
It
you want
makes
to
you
quit.
want to quit.
For
For
beginners,
beginner,
the
the
best
best
text is
text
one
is
where you
one
understand
where you
most of the
understand
words.
most of the words.
If you
If
understand
you
about 80
understand
to
about 80 to
90% of the
90%
text,
of the
you are
text,
at the
you
right
are at the
level.
right level.
Graded readers
Graded
are
readers
very
are
good
very
for
good
this.
for this.
They are
They
written
are written
specially for
especially
learners.
for
The
learners.
language is
The language
simple,
is simple,
clear, and natural.
natural.
The
The
stories are
stories are
interesting,
interesting,
and the
and the
vocabulary
vocabulary
grows
grows slowly.
slowly. Short
Shorter
stories are
stories are
also a
also a
good
good
choice.
choice.
Simple
Simple
articles
article
about daily life, hobbies, or work can also be useful. You do not
You do
need
not
big
need a big
novels at the
novel at the
beginning.
beginning.
Simple
Simple
texts
texts
are
are
powerful.
powerful.
Now let us
Now let
talk
us
about
talk
new
about new
words.
words.
When you
When you
read, you will
read,
see
you will
words
see
that you
words
do
that
not
you do
know.
not know.
This is
This
normal.
is normal.
Do not
Do not
panic.
panic.
Do not
Do
stop
not stop
reading for a
reading for a
long
long
time.
time.
When you
When
see
you
a
see
new
a new
word,
word,
you can look it up in
look
a
it up in a
dictionary.
dictionary.
Then you
Then you
continue
continue
reading.
reading.
You do not
You do
need
not
to
need
write
to
the
write
word
the
in a
word in a
notebook.
notebook.
You do
You
not
do not
need to
need to
memorize it.
memorize it.
You only
You
need
only
to
need to
understand the
understand the
meaning
meaning
and
and
move
move
on.
on.
Many
Many
students
students
ask,
ask,
should I
should I
write new
write new
words?
word?
For
For
beginners,
beginning,
my
my
answer is
answer is
simple.
simple.
Focus
Focus
on
on
reading,
reading,
not
not
collecting
collecting
words.
words.
When you read
When you read
regularly,
regularly,
important words
word
appear
appears
again and
again and
again.
again.
Your brain
Your
will
brain
remember
will
them
remember them
naturally.
naturally.
Writing
Writing
every
every
word
word
can
can
slow you
slow you
down
down
and
and
remove the
remove the
joy
joy
from
from the
reading.
reading.
Another
Another
important
important
point
point
is
is
reading
reading
speed.
speed.
Some
Some
students
students
worry
worry
because they
because they
read
read
slowly.
slowly.
Slow
Slow
reading is
reading
not a
is not a
problem.
problem.
In
In
fact,
fact,
slow
slow
reading
reading
is
is
good at the
good
beginning.
at the beginning.
It means
It
you are
means
paying
you are
attention.
paying
It
attention.
means
It
you are
means you are
understanding.
understanding.
Speed will
Speed will
improve with time.
improve with the
You do
time.
not need to
You do
push
not
yourself.
need push
It is
yourself.
also
It is
important
also
to read
important to
every
read
day,
every day.
even if you feel
Even if you
tired,
feel tired,
even if you
even if
feel
you feel
busy.
busy.
Some days
Someday
reading will
reading
feel
will
easy.
feel easy.
Some days
Someday
it will
it
feel
will
hard.
feel hard.
This is
This
normal.
is normal.
The
The
habit is
habit is
more
more
important
important
than the
than the
feeling.
feeling.
30
30
minutes
minutes
every
every
day
day
builds
build
a
a
strong
strong
connection
connection
with
with the
English.
English.
Do
Do
not
not
compare
compare
yourself with
yourself
others.
with others.
Every
Every
learner is
learner is
different.
different.
Some people
Some
read
people read
fast.
fast.
Some people
Some
read
people
slow.
read slow.
Some
Some
people
people
understand
understand
quickly.
quickly.
Some people
Some
need
people
more
need more
time.
time.
All of
All
this
of
is
this is
normal.
normal.
The only
The only
thing that
thing that
matters
matters
is
is
that you
that you
continue.
continue.
Another
Another
helpful
helpful
idea
idea
is to
is to
read the
read
same
the
type
same
of
type
text
of
for
text
some
for some
time.
times.
This helps your
This will help
brain get
you
used to
get
certain
used to certain
vocabulary and
vocabulary
sentence
and the sentence
patterns.
pattern.
Later, you
Later,
can
you can
change
change
topics and
topic and the
styles.
styles.
But at the
But at the
beginning,
beginning,
familiarity
familiarity
is
is
helpful.
helpful.
So remember this. Choose
Choose
easy
easy
and
and
interesting
interesting
texts.
text.
Do not
Do not
chase
chase
difficult
difficult words.
words. Do
Do
not
not
turn
turn
reading
reading
into
into
a
a
test.
test.
Reading
Reading is
is your
your
daily
daily
meeting
meeting
with
with
English.
English.
It should
It should
feel
feel
friendly,
friendly,
not
not
scary.
scary.
In the next chapter,
In the next
I will
chapter, I will
explain how
explain
reading
how reading
helps you
helps you
speak
speak
better,
better,
even when you
even
are
when
not
you are not
speaking at
speaking at
all.
all.
This
This
idea
idea
surprises
surprises
many
many
learners,
learners,
but it
but
can
it can
change the
change
way
the
you
way
see
you
reading
see
forever.
reading.
Chapter 4. Many learners
Many
believe that to speak English well, they must speak a lot from the
speak a
beginning.
lot.
Speaking is
Speaking is
important,
important,
but
but
speaking
speaking
becomes
becomes
much
more
easier
easier
when your
when your
mind is
mind is
prepared.
prepared.
This
This
is
is
where
where
reading
reading
plays a
plays a
very
very
powerful
powerful
role.
role.
Reading helps
Reading
your
helps your
speaking,
speaking,
even when you
even
are
when
not
you are not
speaking at
speaking at
all.
all.
This idea
This
may
idea
sound
may
strange
sound
at
strange at
first,
first,
but it is
but
very
it is
real.
very.
When you read
When you
every
read
day,
every day,
your brain
your
stores
brain stores
sentences.
sentences.
It stores
It
how
stores
words are
how the
placed
words are.
together. These sentences slowly become familiar. You may not remember them
You may not
consciously,
remember them consciously,
but they stay in your mind. Later, when you want to speak, these sentences help you. They come to your mind naturally. You do not have to build every sentence from zero. Many beginners struggle because they try to translate from their native language. This makes speaking slow and stressful. Reading helps reduce this problem. When you read a lot, you see English sentences again and again. Your brain starts thinking in English sentence order. Slowly, translation becomes less necessary. Another important point is confidence. Reading builds confidence quietly. Every time you understand a paragraph, your confidence grows. Every time you finish a story, you feel successful. This confidence shows in your speaking. When you believe you can understand English, you also believe you can speak it. Reading also helps with pronunciation, even though you are not speaking aloud. When you read, you create an inner voice in your mind. This inner voice becomes more accurate over time. Later, when you listen to English or speak English, your pronunciation feels more natural because your brain already knows the sound patterns. Some learners say, "I know words, but I cannot speak." This usually means they know words in isolation. Reading solves this problem. It teaches words in sentences. It teaches how words connect. This is exactly what speaking needs. Speaking is not about single words. It is about connecting ideas. Another benefit of reading is fluency. Fluency does not mean fast speaking. Fluency means smooth speaking. When you read regularly, your brain becomes familiar with common expressions. These expressions come out easily when you speak. You do not stop too much. You do not think too much. You just speak. It is important to understand that speaking ability grows in stages. First, you understand. Then you feel comfortable. Then you start speaking more. Reading supports all these stages. It gives you input before output. This order is natural and effective. You do not need to force speaking before you are ready. Many learners feel pressure to speak too early. This creates fear and frustration. Reading removes this pressure. It allows you to prepare silently. When you start speaking, you feel more ready and more relaxed. Another thing reading gives you is ideas. Many beginners do not speak because they do not know what to say. Reading gives you topics, stories, and ideas. When you speak, you can talk about what you read. This makes speaking easier and more meaningful. So remember this. You are not wasting time when you read. You are building the foundation of speaking. Every page you read is helping your future conversations. Trust this process. In the next chapter, we will talk about grammar. Many learners fear grammar, but reading can help you learn grammar naturally, without stress, and without long rules. Chapter 5. Grammar is one of the biggest fears for English learners. Many students think grammar is difficult, boring, and full of rules. They remember school lessons with long explanations and many mistakes marked in red. Because of this, they feel nervous when they hear the word grammar. But grammar does not have to be scary. When you read regularly, grammar becomes natural. Think about how you learned your first language. You did not
You do
study
not
grammar
study
rules
grammar
as a
rules.
child. You learned by
You learned
listening
by
and
listening
using
and
the
using the
language.
language.
Your brain
Your
noticed
brain noticed
patterns
pattern
naturally. The same
The
thing can
same
happen
thing
when
can
you learn
happen when you
English.
learn English.
Reading
Reading
shows
shows
you
you
correct grammar again
again
and
and
again.
again.
Without effort,
Without
your
effort,
brain
your
learns what
brain
sounds right.
sounds right.
When you read
When you
books,
read books,
stories, or simple texts, the sentences are written correctly. They follow
They
natural
follow
grammar.
natural grammar.
Every
Every
sentence you
sentence you
read
read
is a
is
grammar
a
lesson,
grammar lesson,
but a very
but a
friendly
very
one.
friendly one.
You see
You
how
see
verbs are
how verbs
used.
are used.
You see how
You see how
sentences are
sentences are
formed.
formed.
You see how
You see how
questions and
questions
negatives
and negative
work.
works.
This
This
learning
learning
happens
happens
quietly.
quietly.
Many
Many
learners try to
learners try
memorize
to
grammar
memorize
rules,
grammar rules,
but they
but
forget
they
them
forget them
quickly.
quickly.
This happens
This
because
happens because
rules without
rules without
context are
context
hard
are
to
hard to
remember.
remember.
Reading gives you
Reading gives you
context.
context,
You see grammar in real
grammar and real
sentences with
sentence with a
meaning.
meaning.
This makes
This
grammar
makes
easier
grammar
to
easier to
understand
understand
and
and
remember.
remember.
Another
Another
important
important
point
point
is that
is that
grammar is
grammar is
not
not
about
about
perfection.
perfection.
Grammar
Grammar
is
is
about
about communication.
communication. When you
When you
read,
read,
you
you
see how
see how
grammar
grammar
helps
helps
express
express
ideas
idea
clearly.
clearly.
You
You
learn
learn
which
which
grammar
grammar
structures are
structures are
common and
common and
useful.
useful.
You do not
You do
waste
not waste
time
the
on
time
rare
on
or
rare and
complicated rules.
complicated rules.
Some
Some
students want
students
to
want
learn
to learn
grammar
grammar
because they
because
want to
they want to
speak
speak
well.
well.
For these
For these
students,
students,
reading
reading
is
is
one of
one
the
of the
best
best tools.
tools. When you
When
read
you
a
read a
lot,
lot,
you
you
start
start
using
using
correct
correct
grammar
grammar
naturally
naturally
when you
when you
speak.
speak.
You may
You
not
may
know
not
the
know the
rule,
rule,
but you
but
know the
you know the
sentence feels
sentence
right.
feels right.
Other
Other
students need
students need
grammar for
grammar, for
exams.
example.
For
For
them, reading
them,
is still
reading is
helpful.
still helpful.
Reading builds a
Reading builds
strong
a
base.
strong basis.
When you
When
later
you
study
later
grammar
study grammar
rules,
rules,
they make
they
more
make more
sense because
sense
you have
because
seen
you
them
have
many
seen them
times
many times
before.
before.
Reading
Reading
also
also
helps you
help you
avoid
avoid a
common
common mistake.
mistakes. When you
When
see
you see
correct
correct
sentences
sentences
again and
again and
again,
again,
incorrect
incorrect
sentences
sentences
start to
start
feel
appearing wrong.
wrong. This
This
feeling
feeling
is
is
very
very
valuable.
valuable.
It helps
It
you
helps
correct
you correct
yourself
yourself
naturally.
naturally.
It is
It is
important to be
important to
patient.
be patient.
Grammar
Grammar
learning
learning
through reading
through
is
reading is
slow but
slow but
strong.
strong.
You do
You
not
do
see
not see
results in
result
one
in one
day,
day,
but
but
over
over
time,
time
your
your
grammar
grammar
improves
improves steadily.
steadily. Many learners
Many
are
learners are
surprised when they
surprised when they
realize they are
realize they are
speaking more
speaking more
correctly
correctly
without
without
studying
studying rules.
rules. You do not
You do not
need to
need
stop
to
grammar
stop
study
grammar study
completely,
completely.
but grammar
But
study
grammar
should
study
not be the
should not
main
be the
focus
main
for
focus for
beginners.
beginners.
Reading should
Reading
come
should
first.
come first.
Grammar can
Grammar
come
can
later
come
when you
later.
feel more
You feel more
confident.
comfortable.
So remember
So
this.
remember this.
Grammar
Grammar
is
is
not an
not
enemy.
an enemy.
Grammar is
Grammar
a
is a
tool.
tool.
Reading teaches
Reading
you how to
teaches you
use
how to
this
use
tool
this tool
naturally.
naturally.
Every
Every
page you
page
read
you
is
read is
helping your
helping
grammar,
your grammar,
even if you do
even if
not
you do
notice
not
it.
notice it.
In the next
In the next
chapter,
chapter,
we will
we will
talk about
talk
how
about
to
how to
build the
build the
habit of
habits
reading
of
for
reading
30
for
minutes
30
every
minutes every
day
day
and how
and
to
how
keep
to
this
keep
habit
these
for
habits
life.
for life.
Chapter
Chapter
6.
6.
Now that you
Now
know
then, you
why
know
reading is
why reading is
powerful,
powerful,
how it
how it
improves your
improves your
vocabulary,
vocabulary,
speaking, and
speaking, and
grammar,
grammar.
it is
It is
time to
time to
talk
talk
about the
about the
most
most
important
important
thing:
thing:
how to
how
make
to make
reading
reading
a
a
daily
daily
habit.
habit.
Many
Many
learners
learners
know that
know
reading
that
is
reading is
useful, but
useful,
they do
but they
not
do
do it
not do
every
it
day.
every day.
Without
Without
consistency,
consistency,
all the
all the
benefits we
benefits
have
we have
discussed are
discussed
much
are much
slower.
slower.
The
The
key is to
key is to
read
read
30
30
minutes
minutes
every
every day,
day, no matter
no
what.
matter what.
First,
First,
choose a
choose a
fixed
fixed
time.
time.
It can be
It
in the
can be in
morning,
the
during a
morning, during a
break, or
break,
before
or before
bed.
bed.
The
The
exact
exact time
time
is
is not
not
important.
important.
What
What
matters
matters
is
is
that you
that
do
you
it at
do
the
it
same
at the
time
same
every
time every
day.
day.
Your brain
Your
starts
brain starts
expecting it,
expecting,
and
and the
reading becomes
reading becomes
automatic.
automatic.
It will
It
feel
will feel
strange at
strange at
first,
first,
but
but
after a
after
few
a few
days,
days,
it
it
becomes a
becomes a
natural
natural
part of
part
your
of your
routine.
routine.
Second,
Second,
prepare a
prepare a
comfortable
comfortable
space.
space.
You do
You
not
do not
need a
need a
library
library
or
or
a
a
desk. You only need a place where you can focus for 30 minutes. A
a
chair,
chair,
a
a bed,
bed, a
a
couch,
couch,
or
or
even a
even a
corner at
corner
a
at a
cafe
cafe
works
work fine.
fine. The
The
environment
environment
should
should
help you
help you
relax
relax
and
and
enjoy
enjoy
reading.
reading.
The
The
more
more
comfortable you
comfortable you
feel,
feel,
the
the
easier it
easier it
is to
is to
continue the
continue the
habit.
habits.
Next,
Next,
start
start
small and
small and
simple.
simple.
At the
At the
beginning,
beginning,
30
30
minutes
minutes
may
may
feel
feel long.
long. That is normal.
That is normal.
You can
You
split
can
it into
split it
two
into two
sessions of
sessions of
15
15
minutes if
minutes if
needed.
needed.
The
The
important thing
important
is
thing is
regularity,
regularity,
not
not
duration.
duration.
Reading every
Reading every
day,
day,
even a
even
little,
a little,
is more
is
powerful
more
than reading
powerful
one long
than reading
session
one
once
long
a
session
week.
once a week.
Another
Another
helpful tip
helpful
is
tip
to keep
is
your reading
keep your
material
reading material
nearby.
nearby.
Many
Many
learners plan to
learners plan to
read but
read
forget
but
where the
forget
book
where
is
the book
or
is
have to
or
search
have
for
to
a
search
text.
for a text.
If your
If
book
your
or
book
story
or
is ready
story
and
is
waiting,
ready and
you are
waiting, you
more
are
likely
more
to
likely to
read.
read.
Keep it on your
Keep it on
table,
your
your
table, your
bag,
bag,
or your
or your
phone.
phone.
Make it
Make it
easy to
easy to
start.
start.
It
It
is
is
also
also
very
very
important
important
to
to
enjoy the
enjoy the
process.
process.
Do not
Do not
pressure
pressure
yourself.
yourself.
Some days
Someday
you will
you
read
will
fast,
read fast.
some days
Someday
slowly.
slowly.
Some
Someday
days
you
you
may
may not
not
understand
understand
everything.
everything.
That is
That is
normal.
normal.
The
The
main
main goal
goal
is
is to
to
spend
spend
time with
time with
English
English
every
every
day.
day.
Enjoyment
Enjoyment
is the
is the
key to
key to
consistency.
consistency.
Consistency
Consistent
builds
build
identity.
identity.
When you
When you
read
read
every
every
day
day
slowly,
slowly,
you
you
start
start
seeing
seeing
yourself as a
yourself as a
reader.
reader.
You start
You start
saying,
saying,
I am a
I'm a
person who
person
reads
who reads
English
English
every
every
day.
day.
This
This
identity is
identity is
powerful.
powerful.
It
It
changes how you
changes how
see
you see
English
English
and
and
how
how
English
English
becomes
becomes
part of
part
your
of your
life.
life.
Another
Another
tip
tip
is
is
to
to
track your
track your
habit
habits
mentally
mentally
or in a
or
simple
in a simple
notebook.
notebook.
Do not make
Do
it a
not make
test.
it a test.
Just mark the
Just mark
days you
the day
read.
you read.
Seeing a
Seeing a
chain of
chain of
completed days
completed day
motivates your brain to
motivated your
continue.
brain to continue.
After a few
After a few
weeks,
weeks,
missing a
missing a
day
day
feels
feels
unusual.
unusual.
This is
This
how
is how
habits
habits
become
become
automatic.
automatic.
Also,
Also,
be
be
patient
patient
with
with
yourself.
yourself.
Learning a
Learning a
language
language
is a
is a journey.
journey. You will
You will
not
not
see
see
dramatic
dramatic
changes
change
in
in
1
1
week,
week,
but
but
every
every
day of
day of
reading
reading
adds up.
adds.
Slowly,
Slowly,
your
your vocabulary
vocabulary grows.
grows.
Your
Your
brain
brain
thinks
thinks
in
in
English
English
more
more
naturally.
naturally.
Your
Your
speaking
speaking
becomes
becomes
easier,
easier,
and your
and your
confidence
confidence
grows.
grows.
Finally,
Finally,
connect
connect
reading with
reading with
other
other
English
English
activities.
activities.
Sometimes read
Sometimes read
aloud to
aloud to
practice
practice the
pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Sometimes
Sometimes
summarize a
summarize a
story in your
story in
own
your own
words
word
to
to
practice
practice
speaking.
speaking.
Sometimes write a
Sometimes
few
write a few
sentences about
sentences
what you
about
read.
what you read.
Reading is the
Reading is the
foundation,
foundation,
and these
and these
activities help you
activities help
use
you
that
use that
foundation in many
foundation in
ways.
many ways.
Remember,
Remember,
30 minutes
30
every
minutes
day
every
is not
day
a
is
lot of
not a lot
time,
of time,
but it is
but it
powerful.
is powerful.
30 minutes
30
every
minutes every
day is
day
more
is
than most
more than
learners
most
do.
learners do.
If you start
If you
today and
start today
continue,
and
you
continue,
will see
you will
real
see really
improvement over
important over
time.
time.
This
These
small
small
habit
habits
will
will
slowly
slow change
change your
your
English
English
forever.
forever.
In the
In
next
the
few
next few
days,
days,
start
start
with
with
any
any
interesting
interesting
book or
book
story.
or story.
Choose
Choose
something
something
simple and
simple and
enjoyable.
enjoyable.
Sit
Sit
in a
in a
comfortable
comfortable
place.
place.
Read for
Read
30
for 30
minutes.
minutes.
Trust the
Trust the
process.
process.
Trust
Trust
yourself.
yourself.
Now I want to
Now I
ask
want
you
to ask you
something.
something.
Will you give
Will you
30
give
minutes a
30
day
minutes a
to your
day to your
English?
English?
If yes,
If yes,
start
start
today.
today.
If this
If
video
you
helped you,
help you,
like the
like the
video.
video.
Subscribe to the
Subscribe to
channel
the
for simple,
channel for
effective
simple,
English
effective
learning
English
every
learning
day.
every day.
And comment below. Read for
자, 이렇게 해서 약 35분 동안의 영어를 쉐도잉을 마쳤습니다. 제목은 Read English 30 minutes every day 였습니다.